Hi, this is Walter Brimley, calling you here from Liberty Mutual Medical. Do you like podcasts? I like podcasts. But you know what I don't like? Diabetes. It's taking its toll on me. I went from a young, stocky man to now being a head in a jar next to what's left of my right shoulder. Sometimes when I listen to Shattercast Uncut, I just want to eat a big, thick, juicy steak. But I can't eat that no more. So what I do is I have my help hire young Filipino boys to enjoy those steaks in front of me. Then I make them chew it softly. Oh, so softly. And then I turn up my cell phone here, which is a Samsung Note 3. And I turn it up all the way up to hear my Shattercast Uncut on Podbean. This is Walter Brimley, and I approve of this podcast. Hail Hasbro. I trust all these guys except for Bubba Skullface. You know why. You betrayed me. You gave me diabetes.
Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
I need work.
Good night, folks.
Nailed it.
You are listening to your favorite podcast, Shattercast Uncut, with your host, Bobby Skullface.
That's a solid unit, Mac.
Oscar and Jake. I call it a rock Fred. Robert D.
So happy to be here.
The engineer, T2RX6.
The fit and finish.
Everyone's favorite internet troll, Greg for Mercy.
Only troll for good.
Meth Deluxe Baldwin.
Hell Hasbro.
And the most popular tattoo transformer band ever, the Zepticon.
Hey ladies.
No, it's just awful.
Who's running that company? I don't scale like that.
Upload complete, fuckers.
This podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
Greetings and salutations, and welcome to Shattercast Uncut, episode 123. I'm your fair dinkum true blue throw a shrimp on the Barbie host as Efticon, and joining me tonight is the man with the itchiest trigger finger in all of Arkansas, Matthew Deluxe Bolton.
Hey there, everybody. How y'all doing?
I'm swell. How y'all?
How y'all doing? I'm good.
That's good. Next up, he'll blow your mind with an uncommon practice rarely seen on the Facebooks, namely common sense. Greg for Mercy.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How are you doing? I'm wrangling up a cat bed real quick, so I apologize. We're late there. Wrangling. I couldn't sleep in a Gundam box. Had to find them something that was like the Indiana Jones movie. I was trying to find something else of equal like weight and dimension to like put on the pedestal, so I didn't activate the trap. I don't think it's buying it. I'm about to get cut up with some cat claws.
You said that very French. You're like Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones. Sorry, Indiana Jones. Meth Jones.
Meth.
You know that old Meth Jones coming down and trying to sell you a tire off a truck. Ain't his truck. It's a tire. Anyway.
That's Corey's truck.
That's Corey. I know that tire anywhere. You got that off my granddaddy's porch.
Dude, I know a guy like a hillbilly type of dude, and like he always talks. He always he's a cool dude, but he always tells me these stories and speaks like I know his circle of friends. He'd be like, yeah, we went down there. I'm like, yeah, but yeah, all of me, Clem. Who the fuck Clem is, man? Me, Clem, Scooter, all of them down there. Like, oh, okay.
You are talking about JR, right?
No. JR's more so from the rougher side of the tracks.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
I like that guy. He hits me up out of the blue once in a while.
Yeah, he's a funny motherfucker, man.
I like that dude. Like him better than that Matt Baldwin guy. I'll tell you that.
Aww.
All right, better move on quickly before we have a triggering. Also joining us is victim number 2 of the toy people are calling Crowley. Well, no one calls it that. Justin T2RX6.
What is going on, everybody?
Crawley,
what the fuck?
Hey, I'm trying to coin the name so people start using it, all right?
Robert's the one you looked at, Justin, was way worse than mine.
Mm-hmm. Well, funny story about that one. Somehow, It's been sitting out on the desk where I reviewed it since the day I reviewed it, and the legs have stiffened up. It's like the humidity in the air.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like they still flop, but not nearly as bad. I'm like,
oh man, it's fucking Spin Out has become self-aware.
Yeah, maybe mine was actually just like mint from the factory, and it needed time to settle or something. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense.
Maybe it needed space from me.
The paint fumes, when mixed with oxygen, slowly formed a layer. Are you going to try to fix that thing?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm trying to make something better of it, so we'll see.
So it's not going to end up with his brother Iron Will.
No. We'll try to make something happen here. We'll see.
Oh, I had a whole shelf display because that's where retarded toys go to die. Apparently, is the top of my one case, and I was going to do like a fishing hole, like arm around, like Iron Will's arm around him. Like, he'll be okay, buddy.
I've watched so many reviews on that toy this week. It's like every new review I watch, there's something else wrong with it. I saw one where screws were screwed in diagonally, and they were just like, all right, we'll just unscrew it a little bit and screw it in straight, like plastic flash in points and pins falling out and legs falling off.
I'd believe it.
It's my favorite toy.
It's awesome, and you know what? It still may end up on that shelf with you, Greg. If fixing it doesn't work, I'll send it to you so you can put it on the shelf. So.
Or maybe I'll just stick a hammer to. Actually, I don't mind that TFC Ironhide. It's not a bad figure, to be honest with you. It should have come out 4 years ago, but for what it is, it's not bad. Sorry.
All right. And speaking of victims, armed with a hammer but not worthy to wield it.
No.
Skullface.
Yeah. What's up? Still got
Come on, man. I was waiting.
I know. But it was funny, man. Like that was like a quote. Like that was like they were like, don't take a hammer to it. Like that was like a real thing. So, which I thought was funny. Shout out real quick to Angel Star, Haley, Diamonds Only, Autumn Pixie, and Pash Axe XXX Kitty. They've all been trying to hit me up on Skype this past week. I'm just gonna keep this a running list of all these willing ladies up for it.
Yeah, get a group call going and get a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
The cool question is,
let's add them.
Do you have a valid credit card, Bobby? just curious.
All right, and lastly,
I'm sorry. I just want to say they some of them have sent me their kick
of course
links as well. So
cool kids.
Well, can I shout out real quick before you change subject? Oodles Only, hit me up. I only got one. Oh, Ultimate Pixie. Oodles Only and Ultimate Pixie.
Pixie's a popular term in that little circle.
It's almost like stripper names.
Almost.
Yeah, it's just some old fat guy sitting behind the computer.
Gianni Law. So, shout out to those three whores.
All right, speaking of whores, lastly, we have the guy with an update on the fluffy pus bucket story. Robert D.
Dude, super disappointed you didn't fucking do the one prayer. Super disappointed.
Yeah.
Well, it was disgusting.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
But before I even speak, I wanted to say one thing. Shout out Nerd Rage Radio. Okay. Apes. Together. Apes. No kill. Apes. Except this one. Oh, shout out to apes. I like apes now. Yeah.
Echoes, man.
Vapes. All right.
All right.
Oh, man.
All right, let's move along things fast. Anybody get things? We'll go with you, Matt. What did you get today?
Last week I got a Famous Toys Forger, whatever you call them, kickback. Awesome figure. I'm glad I completed those. They look good. And a big shout out to John Garinger. He sold me Utopia, and I got him in today after 2 day shipping. And he's awesome. He's beefy. I can't wait to mess around with him. I'll do a review on him later on. But I'm late to the show on him, but I got him for a great deal. So thank you, John.
Baby.
It's very professional, Matt.
It was very professional.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's
You got your
about
big
that.
boy pants on tonight.
You okay? Everything okay over there?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Everything okay with you?
Yeah.
All right.
Gay.
All right, Greg, what did you get this week?
I got Fans Toys Spotter. I said I wasn't going to pick it up, and I said I didn't need it, and I got a really good deal I couldn't pass up from a really desperate guy, and shout out to you. You know who you are.
Hand jobs don't count, Greg. Come on.
I hope they're able to reattach it, and I wish you and your dad the best of luck. Anyway, yeah, he's not bad. He's not bad. He's got some issues. I didn't think he had any squeaks, and then I realized he had a double knee joint, and I found the squeak. It was that double joint, that lower joint on all the legs squeak.
They hit it on you.
Yeah, he hit it on me. And this hip skirts, man, but I'm going to take it apart like Justin said and sand them down. I just hadn't had a chance to lay it all out. But, yeah, he's not bad. I wish he had the same kind of chest as the Make Toys. But, yeah, he's not bad. He's not bad. He looks pretty good. So, we'll see.
All right.
All his chrome was intact.
Nice.
And, yeah, I'll have a haul next week. I'll have some birthday toys coming next week. So, yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Hashtag dropping hints.
oh, no, I'm just saying. Like, I'll have an unusual amount of stuff. I haven't had anything big in a while.
Giggity.
So, well, dropping hints, I bought them all for myself. I got like 2 things coming from other people and then like 40 things for myself.
That's how we do it. All right, Justin, what did you get this week?
We got a lot of things. So it all started with Robert sending me Spin Out. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
And from Spin Out, that incredible person, I got my first ever YouTube wishing I was dead because of my voice, which is pretty impressive.
We've all been thinking it. Someone finally typed it.
Yeah. So that was pretty awesome. And then I also got a pretty pissed off wife after that comment. So heaven help the woman who looks like the girl in the picture and the dude who's actually behind it. So I also got, well, I didn't really get, but I'm borrowing the, Voodoo Salis, their ratchet, also from Robert over there. So that's pretty cool, checking him out. And he surprised me with one of the little Mitrons, non-rectally used, so that was pretty cool. I'll take
certified.
That. Certified rectum free, I believe, is what was stamped on the box.
What's a Mitron again?
That is the DX9 Megatron.
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
cool.
he sent you his Megatron? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome. I like that little figure. So, it sits on the nightstand, pissing off my wife. There's a lot of things pissing off my wife this week.
But she's pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
That's just how that shit goes, buddy.
And,
Oh, yeah. Can we give him some pregnancy advice? Like, you know, when your wife rages out.
Dude, I called Justin and like told him everything that was off the top of my head, and then was like, look, if you have any other questions, comments, courtesies, or concerns, did I not?
You did. Mm-hmm.
If I can give you any advice, it's just shut your fucking mouth. And the thing is, she doesn't. You'll think, oh, if I shut up and she's raging, she'll calm down. No. She stays raging. The problem is, if you keep talking, it gets worse, like the Hulk, and it just keeps going. She'll fucking throw you across the room. So you've got to just shut up and weather the storm.
Yeah, she's been good. I can't really complain about that. Her rage is mostly directed at other people, so I'm okay with that.
Bobby, can I ask you a quick question before we get out? I'm sorry, Justin. Sure. What sort of courtesies can one man extend to another in regards to his pregnant wife?
I can give you. I'm going to email you a list.
I can understand questions, comments, and concerns, but the courtesy part throws me.
Here's a courtesy placenta for you.
Oh, God, no, gross.
Looks like a big red cabbage.
Well, it's like a one-eyed hamster.
Well,
looks like a giant fucking liver red cabbage. That's what it looks like.
Oh, man. I like cabbage.
They eat that shit in Japan.
Fuck yeah, I'm going to Japan. Get out of the vending machine. Sorry, Justin.
No problem. No problem. I think the only other things I got is whatever the TFC, Warbertron, whoever the hell is doing it, Lio Kaiser, the Dune Buggy, because that came in right after I shipped the last pile of loot, of course. And then Stomp came in, and I was like, yeah, ship that one. And Forager came in, so, that was going to be here next week. So, so yeah, Stomp and Dune Buggy thing, whatever his name is.
The weakest one.
Yeah. He's a little chunky guy. He ate a little too much.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Bobby, what did you get?
I got Stomping for Forager. Which
He also got fans toys and Mega Supreme to review.
No, I got Stomping for Forager, and I put them. That completed 2 shelves for me. But I gotta say, like I was, like Adam was looking at my Dinobots finish, and he was like, dude, you should fuck. Like I was sitting there, I was fucking happy. I have them all on this one shelf. They take up the whole shelf. It looks great, looks sharp. And he's like, dude, you should transform them all into robot mode and put Ratchet and Wheeljack in front of them. And I was like, fuck, that is a good idea. So now I'm torn.
Now you gotta buy 2 sets.
No. I'll do.
The only thing I can say about the Dinobots, though, is like after I put them all together, I'm like, that Grimlock needs to be replaced.
See, I'm actually like I'm okay. Like I mean, I'll probably jump on the Fans Toys when it comes, but like it doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
In dinosaur mode.
In dinosaur mode, he's fine.
Yeah,
but in robot mode, he just looks silly next to the rest of them.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Even with like the height extensions, like he's just so skinny comparatively.
Agreed.
Yeah. But whatever.
Not my Grimlock. My Grimlock's good. Nice and chunky.
Yeah, I sometimes worry about if Fans Toys is gonna make that Grimlock as a result of that, but we'll see, I guess.
But that shit finished 2 shells for me. Like that's a good feeling.
Yeah.
And then I got to look at Toy Dojo's spin out on the Gonic spin out.
How do you go, Bobby, when you get toys that you've already, like, someone sent you a review of months in advance, and then you actually pick up your own? Like, is it like, oh, this thing again?
It's actually no, like it's actually because to be honest with you, it's like I kind of look forward to it as a treat because like when somebody sends me something, I'm in such a rush to like get it figured out the best I can, shoot it, and get it up, and then get it back in a box and right back out the door. That like when I've already have a review for something like Forager or Stomp, when it comes in, I just get to sit down with it and enjoy it for a minute, and then you know what I mean. It's just it's actually a little bit of a treat.
Therapeutic, if you will.
Yeah. But yeah, and actually, I've actually done business with Toy Dojo before, but only at a con. They were like the way that they like came to me, like they were very, very cool. I have to say, about the whole thing. So shout out to them.
Toy Dojo was a different company before, right? Weren't they Ed Bomber Toys?
No clue.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I got my cone heads from. They're good people.
Yeah, they were like, I mean, they hit me up and they were like, we really would like for you to do this review of this figure. And I was like, okay. And they were like, just don't hit it with a hammer. And then they were like, we know that, advertising other people is not your thing, but if you wouldn't mind, give us a shout out. Like, they were just very, very cool about everything. Like, it was a pleasure.
And most of the retailers have cut the price in half on that toy, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone except for BBTS because they want that money.
Yeah, and I mean they don't give like they probably it's just probably not even hitting their radar. Do you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
like they move so much inventory. Like the amount of shit that they carry, like they're not gonna like notice one little fucking bullshit pallet of fucking. There's probably less than a pallet of.
Oh, they will when people are asking for all those replacement parts.
Yeah, that's when they'll notice. Is then.
Yeah. Well, good luck to them. Did you get anything else, Bobby? Any more apes or?
I got Star Wars Bloodlines.
Here we go. Yeah.
Well, just a novel. I read it. It pretty much. I mean, not 100%, but it pretty much kills the chances of Rey being a Solo or a Skywalker.
Why? Because haven't there been novels before that are basically just it doesn't count anymore because of the story they've written?
Yeah, but this one counts.
Yeah, Robert, yeah. We'll explain it to you when you're a little older.
So what team am I supposed to be on now, Bobby?
Dude,
I'm not gonna be
Iron
reading
Man.
this book.
Well, you want to know what team I'm on? I'm on
Iron
team.
Man.
I'm on team. Please don't be Anakin reincarnated. That's what team I'm on right
Oh,
now.
is that what they're kind of hinting at?
No, but that's what the popular fan theory is at the moment.
Okay.
And it's not.
I'm on Team Clone Wars.
To be
I've been on Team She's a Clone from almost the start. So
to be fair, it's not that she's Anakin reincarnated. It's that she's it's the chosen one. It's like the Force has reinvented itself again as another chosen.
Right. Yeah, I hope that's not the case either.
It's a force fart.
So how do they, if we can go into it, how do they eliminate it as being
Okay,
either?
so just I'll sum it up as quickly as I can. The book takes place approximately 6 years before Force Awakens.
Mm-hmm.
Pablo Hidalgo, the keeper of Lucasfilm lore at Star Wars, said that at this time Rey has been on Jakku for 8 years. There's no mention of a daughter of Leia at all, but there is mention, in her monologue of her husband and son. And Luke is currently gallivanting around with Ben. So, it wouldn't make sense for him to go hide his daughter and then come back to an island to hang out with Ben.
Right.
But it's also one of those things, fans have already, given a shot 1,000 fucking messages my way of loopholes, how it could be Luke's and it could be Han's. I totally agree with all those loopholes. I'm just saying it's becoming less and less likely.
Well, what if she's Obi-Wan's kid? In some weird way.
Yeah, that's a separate theory, but I don't think anybody's really on that train anymore.
That would make absolutely no sense chronologically.
Yeah, it would be Luke.
No, because
Obi-Wan's grandkid. It would be Obi-Wan's grandkid.
No.
Oh yeah, grandkid.
When
Could be Luke, I'll be right back. You go work on that force field. I'm gonna go. Well, you know.
Well,
don't need to explain anything to you. You're a big boy.
Hey, those sand hills get mighty lonely, if you know what I'm saying.
if it is
she's not
Obi-Wan,
half Tauntaun.
if it is Obi-Wan's kid, though, it provides validity to the Force being the thing that conceived her, because it's just a ghost at that point. So.
Yeah, well, it's that Obi-Wan would have had a daughter, and that daughter would have had Rey. Is the other fan theory for that?
maybe he just donated to the Rebel Force sperm bank, and somebody finally bought it out.
Piquing my interest.
Those Jawas will buy anything.
I wonder if Jedi sperm gets a higher dollar. It's got to.
Yeah.
Midichlorians.
I don't know, but I heard one Jedi testicle is $20,000.
Well, that's what I've been trying to say. You guys don't let me get a word in. When Darth Vader swiped him with the saber, you see his balls roll away. It was the everything but the balls technique.
Right.
Moving on to whatever that next thing we have.
Moving on to what did you get, Robert?
Oh.
Let's get this out of the way.
Apes.
Yes.
Let's see. Okay, so what did I get rid of? I posted it in the free for all, but Fluffy the hamster, his eye. I was cleaning him, right? I was doing the normal thing with the pain medicine and the antibiotics and the little swab with the ointment on his eye, and his fucking eye popped off.
What?
And, yeah, his eye popped off, and now I thought it rolled away, and I freaked out. So I'm freaking out, it rolled away into the kid toys, and we spent like an hour picking up all the kid toys. Turns out it was a piece of food that had fallen off of him and rolled away.
Were you picking up the kid toys just to find the eye?
Yes.
Oh, that's so good.
Everything, little tiny toys, like 100 things. Looking for a little fucking undead hamster eye. It was horrible. Because I'm like, Azalea's going to eat his fucking eye. This is horrible. I'm throwing everything out. Get out of the house. But it turned out to be a little pellet of food. The eye was still stuck to him. And I don't know why I didn't notice it before. But he ate it. He ate it like one would a scab. So that was disgusting. And at that point, something snapped, and I was like, we're getting rid of them. And I was going to put them in a sock, and like beat them to death outside. But Lisa found a fucking rescue for hamsters.
Oh my God!
It was in Brooklyn, like 5 miles away.
No doubt.
So 9:30 at night. 9:30. It sounds like I'm lying. It really does. 9:30 at night, did a shady fucking alleyway deal, handing Fluffy the hamster off to some questionable people, I might say.
Really?
They're like goth and all pierced up.
It's like the hamster mafia.
It was weird, but so we ended up getting we got a guinea pig. We got a baby this time, and her name is Leia. So that's our big pickup, and she's awesome. And let's see, what did I get Transformer wise, Matthew? I got a Mitron, and I got the DX9 3-pack. It's like a repaint, somewhat of Scourge, Cyclonus, and Galvatron. Some things are better, some things aren't. And I got Forager, and I got Sludge. I mean, listen, 5 days into it, no one wants to see your fucking Dinobots. Stop posting like, oh, they're together finally. Everyone's ours. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, everybody wants to read about Spin Out. God, put your fucking Dinobots away.
Pay attention to me, you motherfucker.
I think you have some hamster rage.
Yeah, hamster. I got bit by the bug. So, what else? I think, and the Gundam, I don't know when I ordered all these fucking Gundam. I mean, they keep coming in the mail.
It was 3 a.m. when you were private messaging me. That's
Drunk Gundam dialing.
Greg, I think you would slap me. Honestly, I deserve it. Someone needs to slap me.
What does that have to do with your Gundams?
That's what slap me.
Oh. What'd you get?
And they're in the office. I got a whole fuckload of Zaku. I got 2 MGs. I got a white one. I got another blue one. I got a whole bunch. I can't even bring them home. I'm ashamed. All right, that's it. Oh, shout out Nerd Rage Radio.
All right.
Just, I'm gonna need you to do 6 Hail Zeons and put $20 in the plate. You'll be good.
Our Char, who art in heaven.
All right, well, this week I got the Chrome Gun and the Chrome Bomb that came with Tigress and Phyllis Saber from MMC. Shout out to Planet Steel Express. I just had a chat with them and said that I never got them, and they sent me some. Didn't have to pay postage or anything, so...
I didn't get any of that penguin. I'm going to need like 40 of them sent to me, please.
I actually hit them up for extra penguins, and they're like, "You're not the only person who has asked us for this request." Fucking damn it. And I got a new camera. So it's pretty nice.
Yeah, it is.
I can't wait to play around with that thing.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What kind of camera is it?
It is a Canon 80D. So it's like I had a 700D, which is like beginner level DSLR, and this one's kind of mid-range. So you've got like a $700 camera, and then the next step up is like a $1,400 camera. That's with lenses, and then the next step up is about a $4,000 camera. So
whoa,
I don't need that one.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I do. I know I do.
You need it. You're getting it. But Bandinas is coming.
Yeah.
Bandinas!
Yeah, so that's all I got. So we can get into news. We have movie news.
Yeah.
Oh, Matthew, look at this shit. Some shit got a title. Come on, Matt, get excited. Squeal. Come on.
I think Matt's not okay tonight.
Where the fuck is Matt?
I'm good. I'm excited.
Matt, you got a rainy day. You got a rainy day swag tonight.
There's a lot of rumors going around that it's a crossover, and
yeah,
I didn't know much about ROM, but I did some research on him, and it looks pretty cool. I'm excited. I can't wait for it to come out.
I like specifically that the sword looks like a cross, and on that cross looks like something's hanging. So I can only imagine that's G1 Optimus Prime.
Yeah, I mean,
Matt, what's going on, Matt? Why so
what's going on with you, Matt?
Nothing. Just I told you I thought about it.
Damn.
No, I mean in general, not this thing. You good?
I'm real good.
You kind of got a sad vibe about you.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to
Man,
apologize.
if Matt wanted to talk about it, he'd call you. No?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Come on now.
Matt knows how to use the phone.
Penny for your thoughts.
Didn't like it.
Oh God.
So.
All right, so we all have to go watch this thing, right?
Yep.
Do I have to?
Yep.
What do we have to watch?
Transformers 5. What is it called? What is it? Night
Oh, Night of the Living Dead.
Why did they change the font on the Transformers logo? Like,
I think it's to go with the ROM. I think it's the crossover. That's what I've read about. I'm excited. I mean, because everybody shits on them, but it gets the name out there. And people like it. The Transformers fans are going to bitch about it all the time because it's not a Transformer movie, I don't think. But I mean, to the regular person going to a movie, it's it's a good movie to them. They've made billions of dollars, so they must be doing something right.
Excala garbage.
Whatever. I mean, I'm excited. I can't wait for it to come out.
What is the ROM? What is it? Crossover? What does that mean?
ROM
Space Knight.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
The comic? The comic ROM?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah,
It was a toy line and a comic book. Marvel put out the comics.
And Marvel lost the license.
Marvel lost the license, and it went. It had something to do with Micronauts in the comic book world as well.
I've heard of it, but I know nothing about it.
Well, here's the thing. I've seen people who are talking about that crossover, and they're like, "That's the last night." I'm like, you don't think that has anything to do with all that shit on that ship with the sword, where he's talking about he's the last knight of Cybertron and all that shit?
Yeah, that's where I thought it was going.
Yeah, I think this is just nerds reading too much into it. But I did say they wasted the opportunity. This would be a good excuse to introduce Blaster and Raoul and call it Boogie Night. But they wasted an opportunity. Transformers 5, Boogie Night. Boogie Nights.
That'll be a spin-off.
Is this gonna be like a fucking Camelot tale? Like he's gonna save Maid Marian, she'll be what's her face and shit.
And rip off somebody's face.
It gets better. It gets better.
Yeah. All right. Some kids got cast. We got more links. So some 12-year-old girl from Nickelodeon got cast.
Giggity.
Yeah.
They just keep getting younger and younger there. I don't know.
She called them little robots.
Something called Transformers.
Oh, that's sarcasm. That's
sarcasm,
I think. I think that's sarcasm.
Kids these days. Motherfuckers. Alright, so some girl we've never heard of is going to be in it, just like the girl we've never
she does.
I've heard of her.
I cannot wait for Marky Mark or Mark Wahlberg, whatever you want to call him, to go ahead and explain how it's legal to do something with her too, because of some backwoods, who knows.
Well, he didn't actually do that. It was the other guy.
Well, over in Denmark, there's this. Oh yeah, you're right. It was the other guy. So he'll be there and be like, yeah. Well, in Denmark,
Mark was
there's
actually
this,
the father, and he was taking care of his daughter.
It was the Australian guy. The Australian guy was the pervert.
But he didn't he didn't protest it, so it must be okay. So.
Well, what could he do? I mean, he was in the middle of a war zone. I mean, was he going to stop everything and say, "Oh, whoa, we got to take care of my daughter's, stuff."
Yeah, you could.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn right. You'd be like, "There's only room in this car for one." See you later.
Yeah. Have fun with the giant killer robots.
Typical fucking Transformers hater.
Yep, pretty much.
I can't even get Marky Mark and fucking Lucky McCharms straight.
Yeah.
They need to get Donnie Marky Mark in.
Oh yeah.
Get some Donnie Wahlberg action.
Dude, Donnie Wahlberg was that fucked up kid in Sixth Sense or whatever.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Well, he was the adult. He was the kid.
Yeah, but he was a kid.
Yeah.
He was a kid. He was a kid patient of Bruce Willis's, and then
Yeah, he lost a lot of weight too.
and then he came back all fucked up. as an adult to kill him.
Yeah.
And nothing. Pretty good acting there, Donnie. Well done.
He's on a cop show too. He's I forgot the name of it, but
He was in Band of Brothers also.
he was also in
Was he in New Kids on the Block?
yeah. No, he was in the what was the fucking with the doll and the tricycle?
Poltergeist?
Saul?
Saul?
Saw. Yeah, he was in Saw. He was in a couple of Saws.
Wait, Better Call Saul?
Gary.
That's my favorite thing ever.
His wife's hot. I'd do his wife.
You want to play a game?
Dude, this shit's so fucking good. I fucking love the one moment in particular when like it was like, dude, how's it having Jigsaw as a roommate? And it's like, man, not as cool as you'd expect. And like you look down and like he looks up at the guy and gives him that little wave with a hand. Oh, the wine in your glasses have been replaced with the blood from a three-toed sloth.
Oh my god.
All right. A motherfucker got some contacts. First look at Optimus Prime.
Hey, what's with
With
his his closed
vagina
predator
mouth.
face? Yeah.
Yeah.
Bug vagina is the going term on the Facebook groups for his faceplate.
Yep. I get that.
I like.
Everyone's speculating that this is everything from Nemesis Prime to Star Saber.
I like that he has the purple eyes because he's kind of doing that like thing where the more evil you get, the more your eyes transition to red. I feel like that's where we're going.
He's like a Sith Lord.
Yeah.
That or they're biting off of the covers for Planet of the Apes.
Yeah. Dude, that's kind of like a little Caesar-esque right there.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
That's human blood splattered on his mouthpiece.
It probably is.
That's a human cheek.
it's like Braveheart. He just rubbed human blood on his cheeks in his favorite battle.
This is like Mad Max where they like spray their face. He like kind of sprayed the sides of his face with the red paint. Is that what's going on? I got it.
Well, the best part is he was like, "We must not harm the humans." As he's like smashing one
Kill them
into
all.
Bob. Rubbed his face. Oh, man.
Except that one.
That one particular one.
So,
was a fucking
somebody
asshole.
said in the comments, because the thing is called The Last Night, somebody said, last nothing. They threatened us with 4 more of these damn things. Somebody else said, these are some pretty good comments. Way to go, TFW. Just when I least expect it. He's a silent guardian, a watchful protectabot, a last night.
That's pretty good. I didn't read the comments. I should have.
Right.
Weren't the Dinobots part of it, though? Weren't they the legendary warriors? Weren't they part of it? They were fucking knights, too, I thought.
Yeah, they're too busy eating fucking Hong Kong right now.
Yeah. Yeah, they just ran away.
Go
What the shit? We
away,
out.
kill everyone.
All right. This dude is back. Josh Duhamel. Is that how you say his name? That guy?
He was the best part of the movies.
Yeah. Lennox. William Lennox.
Yeah, I like them.
Pretty powerful silhouette shot.
Yep.
That dude's hey, he's been waiting 5 years for this.
Maybe that dude's the last night.
Maybe he insisted on the silhouette.
Oh, no,
He wants to be part of the third-party Transformer world. I need a silhouette.
Third-party acting reveals.
All right, so that's good. Matt, what do you think of that?
That's good. He was a good character.
Which one was he? I forget.
He was Lennox, man.
Mr. Lennox.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what was his claim to fame? The funny guy they killed, right? He was the boyfriend?
No, he was the army guy. He was the funny army guy.
He killed Blackout, or he helped kill Blackout.
Oh, okay.
He was like, you don't want to fuck with that guy. You don't want to fuck with him. He's a huge robot. He's the one. Yeah,
He's the
He was
one who
like,
had
"Don't
to
piss him off."
He's the one who had to take from the left cheek.
I got you.
Right. One more. Here comes that boy, Tyrese Gibson, considered.
That's some racist shit right there.
That's some
They're like,
acting
we're bringing
choice.
back the white guy. It's like black. We're just considering it.
He's a good character too. I like
Give him a
him.
cameo.
I feel like this dude, man.
The only thing I can really say about him is at least he was enthusiastic about the movie.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Just like he's overacting.
Wasn't he like a singer or something first? Like he's not really an actor, is he?
He's a rapper. Yeah, he's an R&B singer.
And then he was a model before that.
Yeah.
He was in some movies too before.
Yeah, he was. Oh, sorry.
Before the modeling? I thought the modeling was his breakthrough.
Oh yeah, I mean, he might have been model, but he was in some movies too.
It was later on, though, right? Let me look him up.
Yeah, he was in Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
He was in one of those.
I remember that.
He was in what's that one with Snoop Dogg?
Oh, Baby Boy.
Baby Boy. He was in Baby Boy.
Nah, for nothing, man. There's a great scene in Baby Boy where Snoop Dogg just had sex with some kid's mom.
He raped her probably. I don't think he did have sex.
No, he was like hanging out there. They knew each other. Like he was like hanging out there in the morning. Like they were watching cartoons or some shit. He woke up. He got up off the couch and
yeah, that was Tyrese's girl. But
Okay.
he got out of jail and he was just staying with her. She didn't want him there, but.
I gotcha. But the kid had like built this little fort out of like was it couch cushions or what was it?
You ain't my daddy.
Yeah, and he was like, oh, you built yourself a little fort, huh? And the kid was like, yeah. And then Snoop Dogg got up and kicked all the shit over and was like, fuck your fort. Nobody give a fuck about your fort. It's one of my favorite lines.
I want my daddy.
It's one of my favorite lines in any movie ever. I say it whenever I see somebody build something, if I can mess it up real quick, I'll be like, fuck your fort. Nobody gives a fuck about your fort. It's great.
Wow.
Alright, third party news. TFC Toys BigBite Skalor.
Looks good.
So this is the coloured images that we're getting now, right? We've seen this before, but...
Yeah.
Alright.
So are we gonna get the last two limbs of Lio Kaiser first, or do you think they're gonna just start putting these ones out now?
No, they'll put this whole set out, and then you get the last two.
Probably.
The next limo Wildcaster should ship next week, I think.
Oh.
The feet. I like the foot mode.
Mm-hmm.
I like the foot mode a lot.
I'm into these guys. I want them.
I like that you can put them on their feet, and they do that little stand thing that the original toys did. That's cool.
Yeah, it's great colors too. I like the colors.
They're gonna suck. They're gonna be hollow as fuck.
They look. I think there's some. I don't know. The bot mode looks very. I think the shark mode and or whatever it is, the angry fish and the fish in the leg mode look good. But that bot mode looks a little on the suspect side.
The hand looks awesome. I love the hand with the like blade on the fist or whatever.
Yeah, that looks good too.
Yeah.
Because it looks like the fish is like eating the hand. Yeah, that's a good look.
I'll have to make sure I keep this my combined mode Piranacon. Of all my third-party Piranacons, I'm gonna keep this one in my combined mode.
Yeah.
Not until we're all out.
I don't think that the robot looks terrible. I think that by far it shines in its beast mode. But I mean, like, to me, like these guys are kind of like the Dinobots. Like they're so I mean they're not as iconic as the Dinobots, but like the beast mode is what stands out on all these robots to me. You know?
Yeah.
I think it looks good in robot mode. I don't see any suspect. Anything. The bottom half of the legs are really big, but I'm sure that's because of the beast mode.
And also the feet.
All right.
I hope they're MP scaled and they're the size of what a skyscraper.
I see
would
them
be.
being like maybe Aerobot size, probably the Aerobots.
Yeah, maybe.
Which that could be. That's close to MP. I mean, you know.
Well, these guys were fucking huge in the cartoon, though.
Were they?
Yep.
Yeah, I do like what you said, like about the weapony mode, whatever you can use it as a weapon. That's a pretty.
I remember doing that shit when I was about 12 years old.
Because they had an extra one, right? He was actually just used as a
Yeah.
gun or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they were all interchangeable, right?
Was he
Yeah.
that one that used the extra one?
This one was this one was a limb, right? It was the
Okay.
I think so.
They could all form little weapon modes.
Correct, but
Yeah.
wasn't in the
'Cause they all came with a stand.
The land shark was the gun.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one was this? Was this an arm or a leg?
An arm, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice.
I have him together. I just have to turn around, and I am not. I don't know if I want to turn around right now. Give me 1 second, and I'll tell you. No, I'm like almost done doing something.
Greg, we saw a pretty sweet
Is he
custom
armored?
Abominus one time. You remember that one?
So what?
Pretty sweet custom Abominus. I mean, not Abominus. Piranha.
Oh yeah, we did. The thing. I wonder what happened to that.
It had like aquarium animals like rubber cemented onto it. It's pretty bad.
They were erasers. They were erasers you got from the aquarium. Yeah. All right, let me turn around. Yes, the right arm. The right arm is what this guy was. Great. Now my whole night's fucked up. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that fucking thing. Oh my god. Jesus fucking Christ.
Was that in the GMC days?
Had about half a gallon of paint on it.
Oh, I think it was in the GMC days.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah, it was a fucking
Old
nightmare.
School, man. That's some old school right there.
We saw a really good one too. In the GMC days.
It was a disaster.
Was that a knockoff?
But not that one. No. Well, it was something.
Sir Toys?
No, it wasn't Sir Toys. It was like I don't. It might even been like Abominus. Like it might have been Abominus. I keep saying that. It might even been the Seacons, but like he combined them and then he super glued like little sea animals on them.
Yeah, it was like a knockoff of a fucking Special Kids program.
That's what it was. It was like a knockoff.
Were
version.
seahorses?
No, it was like a big stingray on the chest. That's the one that I feel like I remember the most.
I would have
no,
seahorses on it.
He customed his own plate. The picture's around somewhere. I just have to find it.
Yeah. It was a disaster.
Oh man, I remember the guy's name too.
All right.
So everyone's in on this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robert, where you at? You muted? Robert?
He's gonna be like, I was making fart noises the whole time, and no one fucking heard me. I was fucking muted.
All right. Robert's MIA.
Yeah. All right.
What's that? That's what?
He's dealing with guinea pig eyes this time.
What's that? No, I'm here. I heard. What happened?
You in on this? You getting this thing?
I'm getting 3 of them.
Nice. You need 4.
One for alt mode, one for bot mode, and one for my ass.
Jeez.
No, 5 then. You need 5. You're forgetting weapon mode and combine mode.
Actually, wait. We're looking at. Are we still on Skalor?
Yeah.
No, well, yeah. We were just wrapping up.
Thanks for paying attention, Robert.
I had to step away for a second. What a surprise. No, I'm not getting it. I don't know. I'm just.
Yeah, you will. Shut up. You get everything.
I'm just not that into TFC. You know,
it's no spin out, but
Wait, you'll buy fucking spin out, but you won't get this?
It's no
Are
iron.
you collecting for the right reasons, man?
I'll tell you, I don't like the finish, the colors. I like.
But
the
you
colors.
liked Omnigonics fucking spin out. You like that finish?
I
But you
love the
won't get this.
Omnigonics. Didn't you see
Oh,
my post? He was
Jesus
awesome.
Christ.
I highly recommend him to any moron who'd buy him. No, but I don't know. If the paint, if look, it's asking too much. I just don't like colored plastic and the. Yeah.
I don't like the color of the original character. Yeah.
Well, if it was painted, if there was more paint rather than colored plastic, maybe I'd like it. I'm just not
Oh,
that. I'm just
Why
not that
does it
into.
be painted. No,
And you bitch about that. You'd be like, "Oh, it's chipping everywhere." Well, I heard someone told me. Someone
I
told me.
just
it's chipping
wish it didn't look like a fucking bunch of Easter eggs. I just don't like the pastels.
You don't like the original G1 colors of them?
No, I don't.
Hey,
I don't. I never got them because I didn't like the colors. Hey,
Shut up.
I never had them as a kid either, but I still want them.
Shout out to Miami subs.
Speaking of this guy's colors,
If anyone's ever been on Miami subs.
Shout out to Spin Out, man. He's awesome.
shout out to Matt coming out of his little mopey shell. Oh, Matt. It's nice to hear you being sassy and shit.
And now I'm back to where I was.
Yeah, thanks, Robert. You fucked that up. All right, let's move along to Toyworld images of Hook and Longhaul.
Yeah.
These images are really small for me. Really small for anyone else.
That's what she said.
What do we got here?
Don't they enlarge?
Click on.
No.
I can't click on them. No,
Click on them.
we just got grainy fucking tiny little pictures.
Well, let's send a shitty email to fucking Toyworld then.
I think it might be a TFW thing. I don't know.
The board.
Man, fuck TFW.
Whoa.
Those
There you
rear
go,
wheels on
sponsorship.
Longhaul sit very far back with no wheel well or anything, huh?
I'm okay with that.
Looks like a fucking wagon.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Get in the back, Bobby. I'll pull you around.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But I like his feet.
Oh my god.
Hook looks good. Longhaul is good too, to be fair.
Yeah, they look.
That combined mode looks like shit.
Yep, that's what I was just about to say. Big old crotch piece, which is fine. You can have the crotch piece. But they should have done something to make Longhaul look better.
At least that shit looks like Devastator. That's all I'm gonna say.
I love that shit.
I like the drill hand.
Not my Devastator.
Yeah, your Devastator looks like a bunch of Taka trucks all fucking glued together.
I like Tonka
Nah.
trucks.
I'm just kidding. I like the Gravity toys too. If I could afford both, I would have gotten. But someone had to stitch.
So
someone
you're
snitched me out.
going Toy World?
Someone snitched me out at TFCon, so now I can only get one.
Oh, that's my fault. I'm sorry.
So you're
I
going
was
Toy
like,
World, Greg?
They're only $20 a piece. This is the one third party that's reasonably priced. He's like, yeah, I don't know about spending $30,000 on 2 Devastators. I'm like, yeah, I guess I'm only getting one. Yeah, no, I've been in on this one. This is the one I want. I just want a bigger. I want a bigger Devastator. Bigger Devastator.
He's really skinny.
I might pick up the Generations toy one, like when it's all said and done. You know, when it's all
You
out.
probably can get them. You'll get them cheaper later if you want to.
Yeah.
I'm
But,
just curious to see how it all shakes out. You know, everybody's so. I feel like this is surprisingly enough. Everybody's like, you know, too many Devastators. But it seems like, you know, you got these two companies making them, and fucking battle lines have been drawn again.
Yeah.
You know, there's no way to appreciate both. It's just like, no, this is clearly better. It's like, well, no, not really, and neither is this one.
I'm just getting one.
Have you seen the fan mode? Fills out his abdomen a little bit. Has anyone seen that?
Of this one?
Yeah, at Toy World. Someone's done a fan mode, like, just, I think it's Longhaul's just, like, opened up a little bit more around the abs, just fills it out on more of a, like, comes up on more of an angle. It looks better.
Oh, he does a good Iron Man pose, though. Fuck yes.
Dude, real quick, was it Darren? Who I don't know who did it. Somebody did that. My favorite one so far has been the Pretender Shell Iron Man pose. God,
Did you see somebody sitting in the Grimlock, the Masterpiece Grimlock doing it?
Yeah, that was good
shit
too.
was funny.
My favorite ones though have been the G1 side swipe.
Oh, side swipe and
Pretender Shell. Like those made me laugh out loud.
oh, who sent that in? I forgot who sent them in.
Someone should do a Rock Lord.
Matt, do you not care about our listeners? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm looking them up. I don't remember everyone.
I do.
But anyway, this is I think this looks fine. It just
You know what the word is with Wei Zhang. They're coming out with this. They're not going to have that weak ass gray plastic.
Brian Brink did the Masterpiece. He did Ultra Magnus, and he did he just Grimlock is just like bending over and tiptoeing his little arm. So shout out to Brian. That was a good one. I like that one.
I think it was Darren that did the side swipe.
Yeah, I put them on Instagram. So
So everybody check out Instagram.
I do care about our listeners, Greg. Fuck you. So
Yeah. Everyone get Instagram and check us out.
Yeah, everybody go on Instagram.
All right, and more
I
from
think I do a
Toyworld.
good job on Instagram. Fuck you.
You do,
Hey,
you do,
you
Matt.
No one said a goddamn thing about you. I was talking about the way that Lenny just said that. So everybody go on Instagram.
He is pretty big, man. Look how big he is to MP10. He's a big guy. Just really skinny. Is he supposed to be that skinny?
The Ox version is skinny too.
Okay.
Like everything about this is pretty like dead on for that that.
Okay. That's cool. He looks good.
Oh, well, thank God it's got fucking Matt's approval.
No, I mean I think it looks good too. I think that
I wasn't trying to give it approval. I just said it looks good.
I wish that they
that would be the definition of approval, but
oh God! But I wish that they would put out like a.
Fuck you, Greg.
It seems like an oversight not to put out a G1-esque head with it, like just as like a fan service thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, that might be a surprise.
Maybe a little treat.
A little treat for $24.99.
All right, more from Toyworld. We've got Thrust, Dirge, and Ramjet.
They look great.
They look good, but they're a little too stylized for my liking. They're a little too detailed. The color might wash it out, but they look good.
I think they look good.
Yeah. If they were just a little smaller, I'd be all over them, so to speak.
That's what well, anyway.
Hold on. Let's take a look at these guys. Yeah, there's a lot of line work, huh? But I mean,
yeah. Well, I mean, look at it compared to the Prime. Like, it's just...
he's got some line work going on.
Not this much.
That's okay. It just sells you for their next project with the Prime and everything else that they're doing, and eventually their regular Seekers and all that stuff that you'll need to get.
Well, Prime looks decent, and then like these are like the Golden Girls, all wrinkly and.
There is like I will say like I mean it's showing off their poses and I get it, but the two on the right, there's some sass going on with those bots.
Thrust.
It's a little runway.
We could be Thrust too. I'm just looking at those ankles, those ball joints. Yeah. That doesn't sit too well with me.
Yeah, but those thrusters will keep it secure.
Yeah, but did the MPs really stand that well on just their thrusters? So why would these?
Well, I think that well, that's a fair point. But I think that the MP, like, I don't know if I don't think that this ball joint will be any more or less sufficient than that swivel foot that they have.
Right.
But I think that the MPs they stand fine. You know, they're not great, but they're like it's not like I don't have to worry about them falling over or anything
anymore. Oh, well, the original.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. The original.
Like, and this to me, that heel looks more like the original Seeker mold.
That's
non-existent.
That's fair.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, not everybody just has them standing on their feet. I got them on the stand, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but there's not gonna be room.
So these come with stands, Robert?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Like my only thing with these is like I'm thinking like man like my cone heads are on like a very different shelf, so like nobody might notice how ridiculously big they are. But I just don't.
They have little witch heads. But like it's weird to be so tall with such skinny heads.
Yeah, maybe.
I should have just made Tetra Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know. I'm already covered there, gentlemen.
I don't like that there's very little differentiation between Ramjet and Dirge where the missiles are concerned. I don't like that.
Also like if is there no cartoon option? Because that's one thing I did appreciate about the Takara MP. Like with the regular null ray.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm gonna wait on my toys, see what they come up with.
Is anybody in on this?
I might be.
Really?
Yeah, at least one.
just out of curiosity.
Mix them up. I'll probably just mix them up. One, make toys.
So you're gonna have all the ones. Which one's gonna be the super?
Wait, that's what you said about
Which one
Ratchet
comes out
and
first?
Ironhide, and then you bought TFC Ironhide. Where's that now?
That's on the shelf of Misfit Toys.
Yeah.
KFC Ironhide, that's actually on the floor under some Gundam boxes right now. That's a special.
Is it the fucking unwanted toy rescue?
No, he's literally on the floor under some Gundam boxes.
Well, what I got MP Ratchet. MP Ironhide and Voodoo, right?
Yeah.
I got Wrestle, Make Toys Wrestle, and I'm waiting for MMC. I didn't get Hellfire, so I don't mix it up. So these, so far with the Constructicons, they've done enough for me that I'll get one of these. Would I get all three? No. I want to test the other companies too, because Make Toys is gonna be good. It'd be cool to have 3 different ones. If Make Toys is really short, then we're gonna have a problem.
You know what I bet your collection looks like? Goddamn Morlocks. From X-Men.
Morlocks?
Living in the sewers under New York City.
So Robert, which one are you gonna have be the Big Bertha of the group?
Whichever comes out first.
Oh, okay.
Whichever comes out first, I'll get from each.
Which one do you think they'll put out first? I think it'll be Thrust.
All 3 of them are going to put out Ramjet, and he's just going to have 3 Ramjets.
Do you think they're going to do that?
This is Dirge Ramjet, and this is
No,
Thrust Ramjet, and this
Man,
is Ramjet Ramjet.
Ramjet.
The only one that we know isn't coming out first is fucking Dirge. I could see one company doing Thrust and one company doing Ramjet.
Why is Dirge like the bastard child?
I always loved Dirge. He was my favorite of the Coneheads.
He sounds like turds.
You want to know how I know I didn't give a fuck about Dirge when I was a kid? Because I had at my dad's house, I had Starscream, Thundercracker, Skywarp, Thrust, Ramjet, and then I kept Dirge in my mom's house. It's like an emergency toy.
And she didn't throw him out.
I used to hide him. I used to hide him before I left. But I kept him there just in case I forgot to take a toy over there or something. Like I had something to occupy my.
She picked him up and was like, "Yeah, it's punishment enough." Fist don't even store in alt mode.
She was like, "I'll show him. Put it next to toys."
Recently heard Bobby.
She's like, "I'll buy him another one."
Recently heard Bobby's Sandbox story on Nerd Rage Radio.
Yeah.
Shout out to Adam.
What was your was Dirge your favorite Conehead, Justin?
Yeah, I liked him. I liked the name. I thought the name was cool.
It's a noun.
Yeah.
Rhymes.
Yeah, it's all about death and stuff. Like, how cool is that for a Conehead?
That's true.
It was badass.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Fucking funeral Dirge.
Calm down, buddy.
No, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. It's fine.
Justin's gonna burn your church down.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I liked him, and I liked his wings better than I only had Ramjet and him. I never had any of the other Seekers, but I don't know. Somehow I always liked the look of the blue jet with the gold wings more than the white jet with the maroon wings. So I don't know. Personal preference. Let's move on.
All right. We're moving on. All right. KFC Reflectrons. A little bit late to the party. But who's getting it? Anyone?
I think they look. They don't look horrible.
Yeah, I don't think they look horrible. I just think it's too late.
I think their camera mode looks horrible.
Well,
I like the little stacked up Energon cubes that they come with. That's
yeah,
cool.
and the one cube I forgot to mention on what we got this week. I got a guest appearance on the ROC crew, so that was fun.
I haven't got a chance to listen to that yet, but I heard.
Yeah, we were talking about the Energon cubes, and like the one of them just looks like it's fucked up, and then someone pointed out that it's the like the liquid Energon flowing into there. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. So yeah, the fucked up cube is the Energon. I just wish that someone would give them in more than a pack of 3, ever. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But whatever.
I do like the stacked Energon cube. It is a different type of Energon cube than what we're used to getting.
I think that camera mode looks like fucking shit though.
It's terrible. And 90% of what I think is wrong with the camera mode is just the lens. Like if they had a way better lens on there, I think it would look great. But the lens just kills the whole
needs
thing.
a little bit more peekaboo action on the button there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is I don't think this looks bad, but
It's KFC. It will be bad. It just doesn't look bad in usual
I like
KFC fare.
Transistor for what it's worth.
Yeah, well, KFC and X-Transbot, same company, right?
Yeah, but
Right? The rumors?
yeah, but I mean, they're definitely connected somehow, but I feel like there is some sort of difference. I
Yeah.
can't put my finger on exactly what it is.
One of them made the tapes. The other one.
All right. The tapes are definitely not the best example.
Well, one of them made the tapes and then was forced to change their name to X-Transbots. That's just how it rolls.
What's with the photos with the KO looking laser beak? What's going on there? You're gonna make some more tapes?
Yes.
Where's that? I didn't see that.
There's one. It's like a gold and clear footed.
I
Or is
see it, I
that
see
is
it.
that the stupid one that came with the year of the dinosaur fucking
Probably the stupid
sound
one.
wave? Alright.
Yeah.
That's the Linkin Park Soundwave, buddy. That's your favorite Soundwave.
Oh yeah, cool. Cool.
That's your band, bro.
Twins.
You're this, yeah.
Alright.
Your secret's out.
In the end, it doesn't really matter.
Matt, you getting these?
No, probably not.
God damn, I can't take this. I can't take this.
Yeah. Somebody fucking call him a whore. Don't actually call him one. Call him one. Hire him a prostitute.
I was about to yell whore at him. Can I call him a whore? Matt,
The guns look slightly better than the fans toys ones. I gotta say.
The gun's made out of the parts of the
Yeah.
camera, yeah.
I think the robot models look good. I mean, they're.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, he's just a. He's a reflector. There's not really a lot you can do. And since two people's already, put them out. Yeah, like you said, they're really late to the show. So
3 people have put him out. Hail Hasbro.
Oh, BotCon, yeah.
4 people. Perfect
4
effect.
people?
Perfect effect.
correct.
Oh, yeah.
I actually have the fans toys standing behind the Perfect Effect, and that's in alt mode, and they're standing behind it, taking a picture.
That's cool.
I like the Perfect Effect
Fucking, I
ones.
didn't
They're
need
pretty
to
good.
know.
I do too.
I like the
Yes.
translucent shutter on bot mode. On the center one. That's cool.
Some of the pictures it looks cool, and some of it looks like it's like a deformed plastic bubble, like that you would see on an action figure in the store.
Well, is it translucent or is it just like a mirror finish? It's hard to tell.
I mean, here's what I don't get. I mean, we basically already asked this, but I mean, really consider. Okay, if anybody was going to purchase a masterpiece style reflector, they would have already. No.
No, I think
think
because this came out around the same time that the other two said they were coming out, so I think there are legitimately at least a few people have just been holding out for these ones for whatever reason, because of the stellar reputation of KFC.
Or they might flip. They might flip what they have.
Yeah.
Some people like to weigh their options. Some people don't like to just draw lines and fucking stick to it no matter what.
And
Robert.
to be fair, I mean, the Make Toys one came out, and it seemed to be the only complaint about them was the likeness. And then the Fans Toys came out, and there was tolerance complaints and accessory complaints, and and so the people may have been well, maybe we're just waiting now at this point.
Yep.
Might be a good time to buy one of the former at a sale price.
That's true too.
Might be a good time to buy a spin out.
Did you see that someone's selling fucking the Bad Cube Sunstreaker for fucking $300?
Yeah, I think
Fuck!
did it sell already?
Oh.
I think it's sold.
Yeah. Someone was like, "Have you ever heard of this company? They got Sun Surge for $160, man. I got to jump on this."
Is Sunsurge hard to find right now?
They sold out everywhere.
Oh, fuck it, then I got some mine. No chip. I hate that thing still. I like the quality, I like the vehicle mode, but I just can't. I don't know, Bobby. I listened to your review, I'm I must be a bad person because I really hate his chest. And, I get the G1 accuracy of it, but it still needs something between his crotch and his bottom of that windshield there, he's so stubby looking to me. Just can't do it. I don't know.
I do feel like proportionately here's the thing, like I hear you, like I feel like proportionally like the torso as a whole is too small in comparison to the length of the legs.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's done because of the faux windshield has to be small enough to tuck away, and then it also provides the abdomen. I don't think that Sunsurge is perfect by any means. I just feel like chest design wise, like overall look, it's just leaps and bounds better than, and people have been upset, or some, not many, but a few people have been upset. One was extremely upset, the same gentleman that was upset on yours.
They've got to be a listener.
Well, we know who it is. But that person was extremely upset and accused me of being a hipster, which was pretty awesome.
A millennial
hipster. But
something about a shit stick too.
Was there a shit stick comment?
Yes.
I think he called me you fat goofy fuck. Anyway, he said it's supposed to be a representation of the G1 toy. So maybe, but I was talking to Paik about this, and I was reducing it to the absurd, so to speak. But I was like, I was taking pictures, cause he was like, the G1 toys look fine. I was like taking pictures of like all the terrible looking ones, just the terrible looking ones.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, good, perfect. Like here's this G1 Brawn, good to go.
Was Paik like, if you don't like Sunsurge, you don't like that, you can always get Voodoo Ratchet.
No. No,
you can always get the Voodoo Solace potion.
Yeah, he likes that shit. But
I know he does.
The point I'm trying to make is that I think that I agree the proportions are still off. I just feel like it's the best we have. And I feel like it's good enough.
I agree, and the only thing that the thing that really gets me is, like I said, I wish there was some way to pull the body out, like the waist from the chest, and just expose like a 2 millimeter piece of yellow square that goes around it, and I'd have no complaints.
Pop up, pull it up.
Yeah. But
they might just be the pervert. Oh, I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, without it, just looks like he fell down and crushed his abs, and just goes right from chest to waist. So he pulls his pants up way too high. That's what he looks like to me. And he's not helped
exactly
by his long ass arms.
Yep, the legs are disproportionately long in comparison to the body. Yeah, I agree. I just think that I guess I don't know. I feel like spin out is kind of almost the opposite. The chest is just too long and big and clunky, and and having both. I mean, much like you. I mean, having both in hand, looking at them, it's just like this does. Yeah. I feel like
I thought you were calling him clunky.
Somebody said, shout out to Cody, Codemus Prime on Instagram. Get that guy followed, British dude. But he knows a buddy or something. He's working on some Frankenstein monster of Sunstreaker.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that looks pretty good, right?
Yeah, it's good. It won't transform, but it looks good.
No, yeah.
Won't transform, can't stand up.
Sounds like Spin Out.
Yeah, well he's
got
using
Spin Out's legs.
Yeah, he's using Spin Out's legs. It does look good, but it like you said, won't transform. And then on top of that, I mean, now we have that multi-yellow problem again. You got a yellow Skittle, a yellow M&M, and a yellow Reese Peasy.
Just some piss.
If the person at least gives it a final paint though when it's done, it'll look good.
I want a Reese PC.
I know you do, Robert.
Robert, you don't deserve a Reese's Pieces. You've just been bad all week. You don't deserve shit.
I've been bad.
You've been bad all week.
I need to be spanked.
Oh, Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
Killed that poor hamster. Fucking wasted your money on Spin Out. God, you're mean to Matt.
I wasn't. Matt's just being butthurt for nothing.
That's it. Well, there you go. If you weren't before, you are now.
Hey, Matt.
Jesus Christ.
Matt. Matt.
Not talking to you.
Hey, Matt, are you there?
I hope you're happy. He's halfway to Golden Corral now. He's like, fuck this shit. Chocolate waterfall.
All right, Matt. Goodbye, Matt. We're voting you off for being lame.
Actually,
All right, we have Make Toys donate sales of Hellfire to Fort McMurray fire victims. This is a fucking stand-up thing. This is awesome.
Yep.
Well, and this kind of goes just real quick to get this in. Remember last week we were talking about fires and whatever, and I was like, there's a couple of people out there that I personally know of in the quote-unquote fandom that are victims of the whole biz. And then to say that and then turn around, I think it was that night or maybe the next night, and then see this pop up. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. So
that's amazing. It really is amazing. You're right. No, it is.
If you don't have them, I mean, it's a good toy. If you don't have them, or even if you have them, and maybe you have the extra money laying around, $124, $125, they're going to give 100% of it to the Red Cross.
Yep.
And not only that, but I mean, they're doing it with a fire. Like, it's just so much good. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's a fire engine. The money from the fire engine is going, or fire truck rather. The fire truck money is going to the fire. Like, it's just an all around good fucking thing.
And if you're a piece of shit and you need to justify it, you know, you can always buy it and fucking sell it on eBay in 6 months. Get your money back, like taxes, like a tax write-off. Like all you motherfuckers who donate to fucking charity so you can write off on your taxes. Same thing. So you can be an asshole in your toy collecting, be an asshole in your regular life. Sorry.
I was talking to the guy that actually made this happen this week. I'm not sure he wants his name out there, but he is from the area and it all just fell into place, and I think it's a fucking amazing thing that he's gone and done. So my hat is off to you, sir.
Very cool.
Can we get a good on you?
Good on you.
Good on you, cunt.
Wonder what MMC's gonna do with their.
They're gonna be like cuntily competitive.
Like, yeah, well,
we'll cheer Matt Baldwin up for $5. How about that?
We'll show up in our private helicopter and dump sand on the fire. Everyone you buy, 3 buckets of sand.
All right.
All right,
we got more third-party news. Perfect effect cart before the horse. We've got the Fort Max sword.
It seemed very odd to me. We don't even know if the sword's gonna come with the fucking scar. They're like, well.
Yeah, I have this one. 18 inches. I've got the mini version of this, actually. The exact
You skipped KFC Ditka.
No, we'll come back to it. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say this looks just like the little one. They probably just were like, yeah, we'll bulk it up and put up pictures.
We jong it. Upsides that bitch.
We gotta be first, you know? So you can have this thing ready to go. You're just like, tooling's ready to go, upsized. If this doesn't come with the sword, then boom. We're going to be the first to put it out. No reason for anybody else to do it. And if it does, then, yeah, whatever, didn't cost us anything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, the rumor is the Hasbro one doesn't come with the sword and the Takara one does, right? That's what I've been reading.
Well, I mean, that's the assumption because the sword is a Japanese thing.
Yeah. Yep.
But I pre-ordered the Japanese one this week. I said, fuck it. I was able to pre-order the Japanese one for what the American one's going to cost.
Can I tell you something, Greg?
From Japan. Yeah.
I feel a little dirty because I did too. So.
Yeah, I know. And I was like, man, I'm going to regret this shit. So I made sure to do it at the TF source of Japan. Ami. You can't cancel the pre-order. I'm like, I bet. I figure I can sell it if I don't.
Yeah, the way I look at it is like, I like Fort Max, and if I'm going to get one of these, then I might as well go ahead and get the one that has the right colors and everything, you know, and the most. It's the same thing with that Devastator. It's like, if I was going to check out the Combiner Wars one, I might as well get the one with all the guns and the extra articulation for the same price as the US one, you know?
Well, I heard a rumor that the transformation sounds are going to be in Japanese.
Yeah,
so
whatever. I don't really give a crap. You know where those transformation sounds will be? They'll be not playing as the batteries aren't in it, so it'll sound.
Or if the electronics don't work like mine.
Yeah, that's true. But either way, it'll sound the US version and the Japanese version will sound exactly the same in my house, which is silent.
Yeah, I just don't know where I'm going to put that fucking thing, but I guess we'll cross that bridge when I get to it.
I'll make them piggyback ride Metroplex.
Well, you're gonna have to put it beside Pandanus, really. So
I might just have him sitting on a shelf with his legs hanging off with a fishing pole.
A full-size real one. It's cool.
I'll put
All
my
right, so-
my MP09 beside him. It'll be like some kind of like reverse meta choke.
All right. Well, that's
All right, so jumping back to KFC Ditka Prototype showing all 3 modes. Yay.
I cannot wait to put my Chip Chase inside the tank mode and never see his leg again. That shit's just followed right off and we'll never find it again.
And it comes with 3 head sculpts. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. I'm torn.
Nothing's right, I'm torn.
I think the jet mode looks good.
Yeah, I think that looks awesome, and the tank looks awesome. Like, as soon as I saw the alt modes, I was like, okay, any complaint I had about the robot is gone. And since there's been more of those DX9 pictures that have showed up, and like, I'm like, oh, now I see the problem with the shoulders. You know?
Yeah, there was a review. I guess those shoulders can like kind of go into seeker position now, so they're not quite as bad. Like they can
Yeah, they sit up on top.
sandwich head. Yeah,
It's
and that looks a little better. That looks a little better. And I mean, I don't display my shit in alt mode, let alone in secondary alt mode. So that's where I'm torn.
I don't know, Gray. You're all about that cartoon accuracy. I feel like this KFC one is closer to that mark.
I know, but I like
that Transformer devastation accuracy.
I like I like some KFC stuff and I like some X-Transbot stuff, but that don't mean I transform it. Let alone transform it 3 times.
No doubt.
I mean, I think they're good. I think they're good figures when you get them where they need to be. Well, Apollyon, but like Transistor and the X-Transbots, Mini-Bots, I think they're halfway decent once you get them where they're going to be. I don't know about this guy.
Well, look, I mean, the mini bots.
This might be my Action Master Blitzwing.
Well, if this is anything like the mini bots, they'll withstand the transformation. I mean, mine were great. Mine still are great.
Yeah, mine had a pinfall right out in the middle of the video. That was pretty cool.
Did you get an early release? See,
Nope.
mine came really late.
Was that a male female pin?
Yeah, it was a male pin. Yeah.
Yep, that's their problem. Like, I don't know. I was talking to somebody and they were telling me how, like, you know, ordering parts for shit and like they probably just like fucking make these mass orders, you know, and like then they're left with this one kind of part and they're trying to make like this one particular tool work for every fucking thing they have in order to save costs, and it's not always the best idea.
By the way, to answer your question, Robert, I got mine after you. So
weird.
Yeah.
Where'd you got it from? BBTS?
No, I got it somewhere else this time.
Because that was all one shipment.
Something with pens too, like just speaking of mass orders, like we get mass hardware too at work, like screws and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we get screws that are fucked up, and like why does this keep falling out? Like it held for a minute, and like maybe it's just certain ones. Like I would like to compare a couple of.
Yeah.
I would hate to break. I would hate to break a decent figure to compare it to a broken one, but maybe it's just the pen. They are buying their shit from China.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fucked up if they're buying it from America? They're getting their pens from Detroit. Made out of fucking Robocop's fucking jetpack from Robocop 3. But yeah, maybe it's just the hardware. I don't know. Let's add that to the hot rumors this week. KFC buys shitty pens from Detroit.
Where's Eminem when you need him?
He's in our hearts, Robert. He's in our hearts.
He's also in a sweatshirt with Mom's spaghetti on it.
I was just thinking that shit. I was like, I'm not going to do it. That's all I remember. I don't remember the rest of it, so I didn't even go there.
There's this YouTube video where like
sweaty.
Spaghetti. There's this YouTube video where they like intercut spaghetti into the song like on every bar, and it's pretty good. Like it still kind of works. They're like, you better lose yourself in spaghetti. Like it's like, you know, like the whole song is just like spaghetti over and over again. It's pretty awesome.
Eminem spaghetti search coming up.
Hey, kind of related. I'm not usually into to the mix-ups and music over or whatever, but and this is only related because it's kind of sort of hip hop if you squint your eyes. But there's a Rick and Morty video circulating with I don't know who the fuck it is. Some song about a pool full of liquor. I'm guessing it's rap. I don't know what the fuck. But they do they put the song over Rick and Morty clips, and it's pretty fucking awesome. If you guys, I think about probably 53% of our listeners probably have watched Rick and Morty, so they'll get it. And yeah, it's pretty good. They cut actual lines from the show in there too to like bridge the song. It works pretty. It's pretty. I'm not a fan of that shit, but that particular one's really good.
Nice.
Pool full of liquor and a dive in it. Anyway.
Yeah,
enough of my swag.
Back to this thing. KFC are reusing that stand, the shark stand again.
Hey, if it ain't broke.
Yeah.
It
comes with it. Yeah, it might be for photos.
If it ain't broke, it soon will be. KFC's motto.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm torn, man. I'm really torn on them because like I like Transistor. Like I really do.
I do, Robert.
No, I like Transistor too. Transistor was awesome. He was a good release.
So like I kind of feel like they could back that up with something good, but
a triple change, do you think?
Well, I don't know. I'm not counting my chickens before they hatch. All I need to do is learn how to transform it, get it.
That's a lot of panels to fold up 15 times on the back of his forearm. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I know it's not going to be anything. It's not going to be a jaw dropper. You know what I mean, so to speak. But it's definitely going to be a.
Maybe it is. You never know.
Maybe.
I would give them the benefit of the doubt at this point.
That's what I'm doing,
man.
Biter.
They're gonna rub this thing. They're gonna rub this thing in Vaseline and then spray it down with metallic paint, no primer. Be like, yeah.
What review was that, Bobby? You did. And you were like, ugh. There's like fucking gum in the joints.
That was a Toyworld shovel. I mean,
no, this is gonna be like a monkey's paw kind of thing. You'd be like, man, I wish I had a decent looking Blitzwing with perfect paint. I'd be like, all right. You'd be like, damn, this fucking looks great. Paint's perfect. Yeah, there's a layer of fucking oil underneath the paint, so it just slides right off.
I had to wash my hands during that. Get up.
That was good. That was disgusting. That was like a fucking carcinogen.
I mean, it was just a lubricant because
carcinogen. It was just lubricant.
Yeah,
what the fuck are you talking about, Robert?
The fucking, you know what kind of fucking cheap ass lubricant that was? That was fucking like nuclear waste.
Oh, but do you know what kind of lubricant that was?
It tasted like KY, but I don't know.
Oh. Did it feel like KY down there?
No.
When you rubbed it to your fingers, did it heat up? Was it that kind of KY?
Dude, how good is that stuff?
You rubbed your Toyworld and your Kronos together, and it started like making some.
I'm gonna tell you what, they could charge me third-party prices for that shit. I'd still be ordering.
You pretend your penis is a lightsaber at that point, do you?
No.
Did I just give you an idea?
That's not how it works.
That's just how you imagine Bobby's penis, Robert.
Yeah, but like Kylo Ren's.
Oh my god.
It'd be like Kylo's like.
Hey, Robert.
I was like sad and
Robert,
like whiny.
When you're talking about my penis, don't make that sound, man.
That's the whole point.
It makes my body want to go to phase 2. Let's go to this Perfect Effect.
Oh yeah, all right. Perfect Effect. Well, no shit available for pre-order. It's Combiner Wars G2 Menasor upgrade kit. And on to the next item. Iron Factory Black Shadow.
Let's see. What is this? I don't know.
I get sick of doing fucking Perfect Effect news every week for add-on kits.
Oh, is it another little fella?
Yeah, little fella.
Yeah, it's Black Shadow. It looks just like the classics. It's just so they can make a Thunderwing that looks just like the classics.
Yep.
And it's only 3/4 of the size.
And you can put it with your Overlord and have phase 6 together.
And be like, who's that guy?
Now they need to make a little 6-shot. They'll never do.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Make a little tiny DJD to.
Oh man, that stuff would be awesome, Greg.
Man, I kind of want that Torn now. I'm kind of sad I'm out. I'm out on that set. That Torn looks good.
You can get them.
Just get back in. Get back in the game, Greg.
Yeah, put your game face on, Greg. Get back in there.
Well, I don't want 3 of anything.
Maybe you just need a montage, man.
Twitter. I don't want to half-ass.
This thing looks fucking good though. Soul Reaper, like the name.
Soul Reaper.
I might buy this.
When I read that name, all I thought was fucking Soul Calibur. Like that monologue, or not the monologue, but the announcer shit. Like when you're on the arcade, it's like another warrior steps onto the edge of history. If anybody remembers Soul Calibur, anybody?
I do.
Justin.
I do. I remember.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Get some Ivy and some fucking
Hell
Siegfried.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Some Yoda. Some God of War or whatever.
Or if you played it on GameCube, Link.
Yep.
Yo, where the fuck is World Star?
I'm beginning to wonder where's Matt.
Yeah.
Matt, did you have this Pretender shell? The original toy? Hello?
A Pretender? I guess it was, wasn't it?
Matt's playing with Utopia.
Alright. Well, I hope he's having fun if he is, so let's leave him.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
He was a pretender?
Yeah.
I thought he was a Japanese.
Yeah, he's a pretender.
Yeah. I have the classics one. It's good.
Matt, is Utopia having floor time with you? Because that would be pretty awesome.
You sound like you tried to shove Utopia up your ass.
Robert.
Trust me, I know what that sounds like.
Okay, fine.
I'll get this guy. He looks good. I like the Iron Factory. Their little mini bots are awesome. So I'll be on in this. He's probably about $40 probably, give or take.
Are you excited about Masterpiece Cheetor?
I am. Yes.
Be there yet? Let's save that little nugget. Let's save that little nugget for later.
I know. I think that's where we're at. Yeah.
Man.
Hasbro news. Come on, Matt. Time to shine. Masterpiece Cheetor confirmation.
Maybe we should make Matt take over for the Hasbro section. Get some fucking
No, we're good. I'm excited. I mean, they'll just. I was kind of hoping they would do Dinobot or maybe Rhinox or something, but Cheetor is kind of like a Bumblebee in the cartoon, so I wouldn't see why they wouldn't do.
Maybe they should do like Megatron or something weird.
Or Megatron
like,
or Waspinator or something. But I'm sure they're going to do I'm sure they'll do some retool with him, with Cheetor, and make
Rat Trap.
Not Rat Trap. Tigertron. Yeah.
Why would they do a Decepticon Megatron in this line, Lenny?
Sorry? What?
Why would they do a Megatron, a Decepticon Megatron?
He's saying because
Lenny?
they're like monstrosity cons or monster cons.
Oh, don't even act like you don't fucking know.
Beasticons.
Don't even act like you don't know.
So if they're doing fucking Optimus Prime first, maybe they should do Megatron.
Why would they do Bumblebee second? Let's be objective, or let's be realistic here. They're going to do Optimus Prime, then they'll do Bumblebee, then they'll do Starscream, then they'll do Megatron. So there'll be a Waspinator.
There were about 15. No, there were like 20 masterpieces before they did the Bumblebee.
Well, who would be? I'm just talking about in the character production. Who would be the Beast Wars equivalent of Starscream? Would that be? That'd be Inferno, though, probably, right? No,
Waspinator.
Nah, I think Inferno. Waspinator's more of Waspinator's more of Octane.
I think it's a combination of Waspinator and Inferno. Like, there's no direct Starscream correlation.
I always saw Dinobot as Starscream because he was a Decepticon and then had a problem with Megatron and then he became a pussy bitch and joined the Autobots.
I could see him being Armada Starscream.
Yeah, that's kind of where I thought that was. I mean, but at the same time, Armada never existed when that started, so.
Well, yeah, but
yeah.
What about Tarantulas? What do you think that's Shockwave?
Oh, that's definitely Shockwave.
I thought Tarantulas would, either Shockwave. What about Soundwave? What do you think Soundwave is?
Soundwave.
The Rubber Ducky.
Pterosaur.
Rubber Ducky, yeah.
Terrorize.
Remember when Pterosaur became super powerful?
No.
You remember that when he discovered the secret energon?
Yeah, I remember that.
You know it. Don't lie.
I remember that.
He gets killed, actually.
Spoilers!
Yeah, Beast Wars wasn't bad.
Wasn't good either.
It's dated.
I was thinking it.
It was.
Justin.
It still is good.
Is it?
not.
You like animated, so you know whatever.
So good, I'm trying to
It's,
fill my box set
it's
for
one of the better
$20.
storylines. It's probably one of the better storylines of the Transformers.
It is?
I think so.
Because it kind of was the same shit every single episode.
Pretty much.
No way.
Oh, look, it's, the Earth is... we need to turn into beast mode because the energon poisoning.
Well,
Fuck
if you've
off.
only watched 3 fucking episodes, then yeah, it probably did seem all the same to you.
I got bored, Greg. I'm sorry. I couldn't sit
Third
there.
party
with
seems like it's all the same.
You literally watched the first 3 episodes, too, because you're like, energon poisoning.
Yeah, no, I watched more than that. I think I watched the first season and then couldn't force myself through the second or third.
Gay?
Fuck me, toys.
I watched
Fuck your
the.
face.
Speech Wars. He watched the entire first season.
I watched the whole thing. I thought. I mean, I don't know. It's fine, but it's. I think it's one of those things, man. Like it either hits you at the right time in your life and you get attached to it, or it doesn't. I don't feel like it's something that you can kind of retcon yourself into.
Yeah, I mean, I can say certainly there's things that I've seen that are way worse than Beast Wars, like without a doubt, like Armada Energon, Cybertron, like they're terrible.
No, they're not.
They're pretty terrible, man.
No,
But
they're not.
I don't know,
hear
like
John.
the attachment's just not there. So
Yeah, like when I was a kid, I remember like it was a big deal. Like Transformers is coming back, and I remember like putting it on like 5 minutes in. I was like, nope. But you know what I mean? It just what year did Beast Wars come out?
96.
94.
20,000.
94, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, like the amount of shit that
95, probably.
so like I hadn't been into cartoons since probably the second season of Ninja Turtles, and then this was my reintroduction into cartoons. The first time I sat down to watch a cartoon since Ninja Turtles, and I mean it was just competing with lots of other shit.
I was getting too much pussy at that time.
Were you?
Really?
Nice.
95? Yeah,
90
I was like,
93, I thought you said.
It means the cat.
it came out 94, 95, something like that. I was 18.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
See,
you're
like
right.
I was like, you know, it was just like it was fucking Nine Inch Nails and Wu-Tang Clan and Nirvana and Nas and like there's just you know.
I actually masturbate a lot too. So
Drugs and yeah, I mean, me too. Shit. So like, dude, not for nothing. I remember saying like, look, what time is it? 9:02. I'm literally gonna have to wait.
you ever just lay into
till
it
10:02 because I cannot do this shit more than once an hour.
Do you ever like get
Kombat!
do you ever go into the bath? You know, just take a bath and get some candles going on and just stroke it.
With the candles? No. I told you my buddy Shane.
Man, that went both ways.
Okay.
I was
Yeah.
peeing too, so I had my penis in my hand the whole time, and that was don't want to go back there again.
Is it like the Deadpool little tiny hand where it's so big in it?
And it wasn't pee coming out.
Dude,
So, Bobby, were you at that point in your life where you had your Wu-Tang action figures and your neutrino Cadillac from Ninja Turtles? Did you ever have that?
did they have Wu-Tang
car?
action figures?
I don't know. Did you have the neutrino Cadillac? Let's deal with one question at a time here.
I think I may have.
Yeah, I had it too. God damn it. No, I had the Foot Clan version. I don't know if I had
Yeah. I had the Flip Clan version. I don't know if they made the like an actual neutrino colored one, did they?
I got that shit at Kmart on clearance. Cheap ass mom. Got that shit for $7.
I was just having. I think I was having a discussion with Jisk recently. Like SH Figuarts did like Freddie Mercury and Michael Jackson and shit. Like if they were to do the Wu-Tang Clan, I'd be all over that shit.
Oh, dude, I would totally have that.
How badass would that be?
I would sell an entire line of Transformers just to fucking have some space for that shit. And they would be G1 Autobots.
But
Like, the way
you know what'd be funny? It's like we have a separate conversation every show about it. We're like, man, I'm in for the original 9, but now they're getting rid of these killer army motherfuckers. And I ain't
They're like, who's your best Raekwon? You got Fans Project Raekwon.
like you know, like they do like the chains. Like some of them are like chrome chains, some of them are painted chains.
The inconsistency among figures.
Oh God, dude, SH Figuarts, if you're listening, which I know you are, have
Hey.
And where's my damn Beerus that was supposed to be coming out with these GoBots, and he's nowhere in sight.
Then we get super stylized Play Arts Kai variant Wu-Tang.
Wait, with armor. Oh, that'd be all like from the video game.
Yeah, they're all like modeled after either the video game or like Method Man's Judgment Day or Wu-Tang Clan's Triumph. Like it's all like you get like the bike with Method Man.
Get an old DB with drug bag swallowing action.
And like they do that like 18 kids. You get like 18 kid accessories.
Fuck yeah. Stamps. Oh, I gotta Google that shit. Are there Wu-Tang action figures? I seem to remember there being some sort of Wu-Tang. If I cut out, it's because I'm Googling the Wu-Tang.
All right, let's move on.
I'm sure Todd McFarlane would have tried to take a stab at it.
Yeah. But then,
no, sorry.
no,
Bobby,
go ahead. It's done. It's over.
It's done. All right, colored images. Shut up. Colored images of Takara Fort Max and some other things.
Yeah.
HOD, man.
It lays down and looks something like a Gundam battleship. And, yeah. I don't know why the... Well, wait, isn't the Takara one supposed to have the green window and the US version has the blue window or something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Moving along. And then we got Weird Wolf. That's Weird Wolf.
Yeah.
Weird
Wolf.
And we've pretty much seen all this, right?
Yeah, it's just different paint schemes, I guess.
Alright.
Bobby, I'm assembling a collection of Wu-Tang action figures.
Are you looking at? I'm looking at them too. Like, have you seen these Marvel Legend ones with like the white faces?
No, I ain't got there yet. I'm
Dude,
still
it's pretty badass. It's like it's a Marvel Legends custom, and they have like it's like the cover.
Oh yeah, with the shoes.
Yeah. All right, sorry. That last, I'm done.
No, continue. It's more interesting than this.
I was looking at the G.I. Joe, the Blind Master one, man. I kind of want that.
Dude, a lot of these are good.
Or the Ghostface Killer Black Cream vinyl doll.
Is that the one with the robe that comes with the robe, the black robe? Or yeah, that's pretty badass.
With the ribbon. What's this shit? The clan banger.
Dude, the G.I. Joe one, that's like official. What is that?
Yes, that's Blind Master from the last
movie. Y'all want to share some links with the rest of us so we can see what we're
I'm sorry, I'm on a Google. I'm on the Google link.
The Google.
Hold on one second.
Hold on, I got it.
Right. Justin can share the links in so that all the listeners.
We should do that. If we go on a tangent, so you can share a link. Just flip it in. People would love that shit. It's extra work though, so I'm putting in the G3. Hold on.
I mean, not for that that Marvel Legend custom is pretty badass.
Hold on. Here's the robe one and the G3. Here's the G.I. Joe and the G3. That ghost face. He's like, yo, son.
Some of these figures, I'm like, this has to be racist somehow, isn't it? Have you seen this?
I feel bad looking at this shit.
Yeah, like, good grief! I'm like, this is just something. This can't be an homage, can it? All right. Let's move on to this.
All right, that's right. Hasbro news. Let's skip that one.
Hey, hold on. That G.I. Joe figure is Hasbro, so technically we're still.
So is the Marvel Legend. Actually,
we were on topic. We were on fucking top.
Perfect. All right. So there's images of Weird Wolf, Wheelie, Skull Cruncher, Blaster, Rewind. I think we've looked at all of those. Matt, have you got anything to add to those? You're going to get the Takara ones or the Hasbro ones?
All right. I'll get both.
Really? Do you? I didn't think I knew that. But do you normally get both?
I'll try to if I like the character.
No shit.
I got like Brainstorm. I got both of theirs. I got the.
Yeah, you do.
I got a couple. I mean, it just matters if they are. They usually are better paint scheme and stuff, and so I'll try to get both of them.
Yeah.
All right. And we've got Combiner Wars Groove available in Taiwan and coming soon to a website near you.
All right.
That's exciting.
Fine.
Some people are getting theirs.
Already?
Yeah, Mike here in Arkansas, he got one. I think the Hasbro one though. Is this the Oh, this is a Takara, or is this a Takara one?
That's a
Hasbro one. So,
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Yeah, some people are already getting theirs.
well, it's going to be $16.99 on Hasbro Toy Shop, like in a week. I don't know what people are ordering it from.
And he paid 40, I think. 32 something.
He's like, I
32
paid
something.
$32.99 for it.
Good grief.
It's gonna be $16.99 with the fucking coupon with free shipping, 15% off free shipping.
I'm not in no hurry to get this guy. So yeah,
I almost
whatever.
bought Victorion this week just to use that coupon.
Not in a $40 hurry.
No, not even close. But whatever. If you gotta have it, you gotta have it.
METHOD.
Sadly, that's the end of Hasbro news.
Really?
There's no fucking no Computron news this week. What the fuck?
Hold on, there was something I forgot to add.
I can make some Computron news.
I remember there being something I forgot to add, and I was gonna wait and see if we covered it. Fuck. It wasn't Hasbro news, it was third party, I think. It was something stupid. Yeah, just let's go into questions, and I'll just interrupt in the middle of something. I'll just board it out like I usually do. Like, I just forgot.
Alright. So we've done all these questions. We've got any new ones here?
No, we haven't done all of them, right?
Yeah, we did.
You'll had a question.
Yeah,
We've done all the ones that matter.
We did that one.
No, we did that one. Our best chance.
We did that one.
Man, you guys played Doom
We did that
while we
one.
figured out. Anybody played Doom?
I have not. It looks good.
I haven't not yet.
Oh,
I want to
it's
though.
so good. Oh my god, it's the first shooter I played in forever that they focused on the single player, not the multiplayer.
Yeah.
It's so much
Are
fun.
we up to?
Right
we
here,
did,
Lenny.
No, we did that one. I
I
remember.
Greg, while they're still
remember
going
not being
over
able to read it.
that, while they're,
All
while
right,
they're
quit
going,
talking over everybody. Shit.
while they're going over all that, Greg, I am definitely in on it, but I think I'm waiting for the Game of the Year edition or something that includes all the other things. Like you
I
know
got
what's gonna
mine.
happen.
I rented mine from Redbox and played through it over the weekend and took it back, and then I have my save file, so
Yeah,
whenever
exactly.
whatever comes out, yeah.
That's
Red
the
Dead.
right way
Oh
to do it.
God, it was so good. It was so much fun. I mean, it's Doom, man. Like, you're just blowing shit up, and they have these gory kills. They're like brutalities, like...
Yeah, I saw the chainsaw kills and stuff were crazy looking.
Well, the chainsaw and the BFG are their own independent weapons. They're not part of your normal arsenal. Like, it's a special attack kind of deal. And yeah, it's crazy. You can take down pretty much anything with a chainsaw, provided it's leveled up enough. Oh, and you can level up your guns too, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
Like, it's fun. I mean, it's not one of those, like, you play shooter, like, third-person games, and
Yeah.
you hide behind shit. You're, like, taking your time. You're creeping around. Yeah, no. If you do that shit, you die. Like, it's run and just kill everything.
There's something rewarding about that type of game, though. Like that, it's like it is true to its roots, you know.
Exactly. And if you play through it the second time, you keep all your stats. So, like, you play it the second time, and I described it to Jolly Justin L. as being roided up on murder. is an apt way of describing it. Like, because you're like double jumping and swinging from shit, and you've got like, the super shotgun. You got like rocket launchers at level 1, and you're just like blowing up like low level enemies. They're exploding everywhere.
All right, we're ready.
So much fun.
All right.
Yeah.
Are we ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Oh.
All right. So Ken asks, you know who you are, Ken. Do most fans consider Combiner Wars and Titans Return formally counting as Chug, or do fans consider it dead and see Dub and TR as something else, despite being the same size scale? Also, shout outs to that silhouette drill for MP Ironhide.
Oh, that's Ken. Is that Ken C or Ken G?
Ken C.
Ken C. Yep.
Ken C.
And he said, "How can we only hope for a future where even the weapons and accessories of figures are teased in mysterious silhouettes?"
Yeah.
I think I don't really know. I guess they have to be considered Chug, right? I mean, just because of the scale.
I still call them Chug, and I still call my MMC stuff Chug. So, and that's not even official shit. So, I can't see any reason to stop using the term now. That was like that. People came up with that years ago.
I still just like calling them all blanket statement classics.
Yeah.
I like that.
Classics. Yeah.
I hate Chug as an acronym personally.
Why? Why they hate?
I don't know. Just don't like it.
Just being difficult.
Yeah, you know me.
Like chugging a bag of dicks.
Hey-oh!
To each their own, Greg. To each their own.
I'm saying. Well, hey, that's the reason I hate it. You know, chugging a bag. You were like, I hate chug. I'm like, yeah, it sounds like chugging a bag of dicks.
I'm sorry. I misheard you then on my side here. I
Oh,
thought that's the reason you
you're-
liked calling it that. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, I enjoy it. Yeah, that's how I call it.
Okay, good.
It's called.
I feel like
same
C-Dub,
page.
like
Pizza Dad.
C-Dub got a lot of people into it, and there's probably a lot of people that call it C-Dub scale. So, but I feel like Titan Returns is the same thing.
Yeah,
It's just a
definitely.
continuation of the line. It's not its own thing to me.
I agree. Is it Matt? Do you have any opinion on this one way or the other? Being a big chug collector.
No, I mean it's the same. Like you said, I mean they're not, on the masterpiece scale. They're the same, deluxe, Voyager size. So yeah, I mean if you call them chug, that's fine. I mean some people call them C-Dub. It's all a mesh together.
A real-time shout-out to James Sangiorgio. You know who you are? He's been pimping. He just pimped our shirt out in the cafe.
Nice.
That's his lucky shirt, and everyone should have one of these shirts. Hashtag Hill Hasbro. Hashtag Shattercast.
Nice.
Unfortunately, we only have like 3 shirts left, so everybody's gonna have to fight. It's like the Joker snap.
Yes.
Snap.
We're gonna have tryouts.
We're having tryouts. But if you think
Just wait for the KO. It's fine.
if you can fit a small or a quad X, hit me up.
All right.
We got
All
other
right,
stuff.
Eduardo. He asks, should there be thigh extensions for Generation Toys Devastator because of the short thighs? Also, did the forearms get much smaller compared to the early prototype? I don't feel like anyone's finished this yet, so
I
I'm
would
not
say
sure.
I'm
You know?
from, and I'm, my vision's no better than anybody else's, but I'm looking at it now. I don't see any difference in the forearms personally, and I think that thigh shit is like it's a slippery slope because there's. I think what Generation Toys was trying to do is not have it parts form. Like I think that was important to them. I don't give a shit about such things, but I think that was important to them, and so as a result, I guess that's what they're trying to stay true to. I don't necessarily think it needs thigh extensions, but I can see how.
I think in a lot of cases, I think going from prototype to the final thing, like the thing about the forearms being smaller, like I think that's a good chance that it's just because of the different color. Like color makes things look definitely different. So with black versus gray, it's gonna look, black makes things slimmer and everything like that, like they say. So
Yeah. Actually, I'm looking at. Well, you know what? I'm also seeing images. I just want to point this out because I'm also seeing images online where people have put the bottom 2 pieces of Generation Toys Gravity Builder on Giant. Like I'm doing a Google image search and I'm just looking through the pictures real quick for like comparisons. So like if you saw something like that, it would definitely look smaller. But it doesn't seem to be much smaller to me. But I don't know.
Can't wait to find out. Only 2 left.
Yeah.
Alright, next question comes from Scott B. With the chug scale seemingly being slowly phased out in favor of the MP scale, do you guys think that the MP scale will have the staying power that chug has had? The fan base seemed to be more open to chug incorporating not only G1 but Beast Wars machines, Unicron Trilogy and IDW, but MP scale seems to be G1 only, with many against Beast Wars and IDW style figures, both officially and third party. Big fan of the show. Keep it up.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Good question.
Does anybody remember being around at the beginning of Chug then? Was there the same backlash? Oh wait, we didn't have the internet. Never mind. We didn't have social media, I should say. So yeah, I guess people weren't as outspoken.
People were writing stern letters to Hasbro.
Yeah, they're like, next time I see that guy, I'm handing him this letter.
I think that I don't know. I don't think that there's any limit on Masterpiece. I think, we're starting to see a few Beast Wars figures come out now. I think that will probably continue. I think as kind of Takara makes that like officially okay, we'll start to see more third-party companies do it.
Yeah, I think so too.
I consider Leonidas MP scale figure.
I can see that.
Perfect
Yeah.
shape.
Yeah.
You got the Optimus Prime from the game or from War Within.
Yep.
They're going to run out of G1 characters eventually. So they'll have to branch off to other stuff. So yeah, I see MP staying around for the scale at least for a long time. It's a good scale for.
The other thing that kind of MP has going for it, if they do go the way of Beast Wars, is that there's a bunch of characters you can make that require 0 licensing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Planet of the Apes.
Dude, they do. If they do Planet of the Apes masterpieces, I'm in.
Well, you can't do Optimus Primal now.
Well, no, not Transformer Apes, just Planet of the Apes. But yeah, I don't think there's any limitations. I think the only limitations are kind of like the limitations that are like unspoken and have kind of become a general rule. But as like kind of cliche as it sounds, I think that those kind of walls and barriers are kind of slowly being torn down. Personally,
Does it matter who makes them?
to me, or what do you
Well,
mean?
to anybody. a lot of people just they don't want to see. Some people just don't like the MP style. Some people are making like DX9. They're not.
Yeah, I think I don't know, because like we also know that Transformer fans are just impatient. Do you know what I mean? So like if DX9 or like these more stylized companies go with something that nobody else is doing, people will buy that shit and just have it sit there until the one that seems more accurate to them comes along.
Yep. Yeah, fillers. I think that's what Yule asked a question about that. He's like, "Do you?" I forgot what he asked, but
It should be in here, hopefully.
it's on the question messages.
Right.
I forgot who says, but it was kind of like that. Is like is third party just going to be a filler for Takara now until people are going to get this stuff. People bought DX9 Galvatron, hoping that either Fans Toys or Takara's going to make one. And then DX9 is just going to be a filler. They get their money, but then they're going to start selling other shit later, when...
Well, I bought that Galvatron not hoping. I knew that Fans Toys were making one, but I bought it anyway because I didn't want to wait another year to have a Galvatron. So,
yeah,
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, you can kind of see it as you can justify. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. If you enjoy a figure, it's going to be a placeholder, but you enjoy the figure, you enjoy messing around with it, and you're planning on selling it. Maybe if another piece comes in, then it's almost like you're leasing it. You know what I mean?
You may you may get the other one. You may get both of them.
So you sell it for $60. Let's say it was a $100 figure, and you sell it for $60. So you lease that figure for $40 to have it on your shelf for a year and enjoy it and mess with it and stuff. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. It's your collection.
Not until I do it, and then every motherfucker on the internet's gonna be talking shit about it. It's just sad.
I don't talk shit about you, Greg.
I don't talk shit about you, Matt. You're my favorite. You're my soul bear. Anyway,
I'll take that.
So moving on to this multi-part question.
Hey, wait.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You know what? I forgot to say something I got this week.
Okay.
Oh.
I got a first paycheck from $69.99 Toys.
Nice. Yeah.
Hell yeah, $40 of little add-on parts. That's cool. I'll take it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Forgot
Awesome,
about
man.
that.
Oh, that man.
So
Mazel.
Is it an actual check or was it a PayPal?
a PayPal payment, but whatever. Same thing.
Dude,
my checks are all virtual anyway anymore, so
print out the invoice and frame it for the office.
I should.
You should.
That's awesome, Justin.
So that was pretty cool. Yeah, I was surprised when they're like, "Hey, we sent you a payment." I'm like, "Nice."
Yeah.
So
I get 20% off it for bait out of the
Bait and tackle.
bait and tackle box.
that was awesome.
Did you
Matt.
see? Hey, did you see? I shared your video, Matt.
I did not. Did you? Thank you.
See?
I appreciate that.
You don't ever
Did you like it? Did you like it, Bobby?
You don't ever notice the love I send your way. Yeah, Yeah. It was funny, man. It was funny. It was good stuff.
Like it?
I know. I definitely liked it. Yeah, it was funny. It was good stuff. I was happy to see it. I have a ton of...
I shouted everybody out too. So
You did.
Yeah, you certainly did.
You gonna run through this one, Bob? Or?
Yeah. This is from MP Collector, cool dude. He said, I have a ton of... I don't know if he wants all this read or not, but we're going to read it anyway, because we make the rules.
He fucking typed it.
I have a ton of questions I would love to see you guys discuss during the future episodes of the show. I have so many, in fact, that I think I'm going to have to phrase them out over several emails. Parse. See, I don't even know that's a real word. See, shout out Justin being math smarter than me. Here's the first one, though. For some background, I have increasingly found myself being more interested in the third-party companies, and he's using bunny ears, he might add. Or
I don't know how to get that, but okay.
Producing masterpiece-scaled figures than I am in what Takara or Hasbro has been messing around with. With the exception of Deluxe, I think my interests align fairly closely with the direction most of you SCU guys are heading. Anyway, I find myself glued to the interwebs, eating up any and all news I can find regarding the history of these groups, who operates them, and their plans for future growth. The result is that my Detox feature a bunch of figures that might be less than perfect, but happen to be pieces that I personally consider to be important historical examples chronicling the story of the third-party movement. Examples include the first release of Quakewave, which is not my favorite representation of Shockwave, but which is a figure that paved the way for many of the later figures that we've gotten from the third-party companies. Another example is Kronos, which is easily a huge pile of shit as far as fit and finish are concerned, but an immensely important piece if you want to tell the story of the last 3 to 5 years of third-party Transformers. My question is this. Let's say you were going to start a museum dedicated to the third-party Transformer movement. What figures would have to be on display in that museum and why? That's a fucking fantastic question. Anybody want to go first?
Absolutely.
I think the Augur Seekers. Sorry.
I'm dizzy from listening to all that, to be honest with you, but
it was. I feel like the payoff was better with the exam, his story.
Yeah, it's a great story.
I feel like an absolute must-have is the Fans Project City Commander armor. That was the first.
Yeah, that's the first
thing
one.
that wasn't just guns that did something to the figure.
I think the Augur Seekers would be something there because just they made the MP mold a lot a little better. They took off the hip skirts and stuff and.
Yeah, so we're talking about I'm trying to think because that's not necessarily about what is best or what is it's about impact. It's about so I think Quakewave is definitely one of them.
I would probably say MMC 6-shot.
I would say MM 6-shot as well. MMC 6-shot as well.
Also Rex.
Ollie.
Rex,
I would say as well.
Spin out.
Giant floating Unicron head.
SXS Blur.
I think that not for nothing. I think that Giant and Hercules are probably.
Yeah, you have to have Hercules there for sure, and Giant.
Yeah,
you have to have Giant if you can have Hercules.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that if you're because that.
I think Feral Rex would be a good one too.
Yep, that because I feel like that was the and I could be wrong about this, but I feel like that was the first time we had the third party competition.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a very historical kind of thing at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I think Warbitron was a pretty big deal as well. The Bruticus.
Yeah.
Stress marks.
I think Feral Rex was. I think Feral Rex would be good because that was. That was a perfect combiner. I mean, he was a standard, and that's where everybody was like, everybody needs to make a Feral, something like Feral Rex.
I think that was the first third-party combiner that blew people out of the water.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Did we say Slag yet? Some Scoria?
Yeah. No, we have not. But yeah, that's a good choice.
I would say definitely Scoria and Little Maggie. In terms of a Legends kick. I would do if I had to say something that set the stage.
That was good.
Little Maggie.
What about for Utopia?
If you're going to say anything about Legends, I would put the DX9, what was it, the Ironhide and Scourge? Ironhide.
I feel
Who came with the Ironhide? Because those were the first third-party Legends.
Was it Blur? I think it was Blur, wasn't it?
Boar?
I think
Was the boar?
it was like Speedoo. It was Speedoo and fucking Ironhide.
Blur and Ironhide.
Yeah.
And then Ratchet.
I'd throw in Planet X Genesis as well.
Yeah, that was like the first like huge standalone thing.
Yeah.
I feel
I can't
like
believe-
having
So in
all
that
the
Fans
Impossible
project.
Toys chronicles like the rise and fall of a third party company. So that's good to have.
Yeah.
Fans Project, what was it? The Cliff Jumper kit? The first third party
Yeah, that was
mass
the very
release.
first thing. Yeah.
Limited edition. I think only 300 were made. I think of that Cliff Jumper thing.
I think
Nobody
also,
ever thinks of that because there wasn't a competition.
I think also like the first, whatever your first third party piece was.
Yeah.
You know, I think
Yeah.
everybody remembers that first one.
I can't remember.
Oh, the KO City Commander I bought third hand from, oh, never mind.
KO is not a bad place to go either, though. Like, because once iGear did like the Faith Leaders and stuff because of MPO1 and the Chug Scale stuff, and as a result, like you there you go getting big debates on third party, whether it was like a KO or if it was something legitimate. So
Speaking of KO, man, the iGear Coneheads.
yeah.
I wonder
That
what
entire run.
was Quake Wave the first like third party masterpiece. Really?
Pretty
I
much.
think
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it
Was
was.
it?
Yeah,
trying to
I
think.
can't think of any other third-party thing that came out that was MP appropriately scaled. I mean,
I
maybe
can't remember that
maybe
long ago.
maybe tapes. There might have been tapes for Soundwave first.
What
but
came
that
first,
doesn't count.
Hexatron
Yeah, Bobby,
or...
check your fucking BBTS order history.
Yeah.
I was at TF stores then.
Oh,
You're right, Lenny. It might actually be Hexatron as the first.
Well,
I mean, some people argue he's not MP scale as well.
Right.
just to be
Right.
But
Well, some people should fucking eat a dick.
I don't
so
need my 6-shot to be enormous. Just stand next to Ultra Magnus. That's fine with me.
What about just War Dog's shoulder?
How about
Yeah.
Bad Cube's Huff? Chronicling kind of a failure. Like, a decent design, but a failure, and a company actually, coming back from it.
Yeah.
And if there's validity to the whole, being made in a KFC place, and KFC releasing, or X-Transbots releasing their own thing, and kind of deliberately screwing them over,
Yeah.
let's
didn't
just
they
put
screw
Keith
themselves
in a glass cabinet. He can be in the museum. Keith's just sitting there handing out tickets.
Like David Blaine. Like he has to
Yeah.
stay alive.
Oh, you know what else you need? You need the official third-party Shattered Glass Soundwave headband from BotCon. The one that was like that
Yes.
crumbly piece of green stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a twist tie from the bread.
Yeah.
I got one. I got one. How about that upgraded sense of entitlement?
Yes.
That would exist like a golden spark, just like floating, like Zordon. It'd be like Zordon for Power Rangers. Floating.
I would
around.
also say MPP10 because it's the first KO that was actually an improvement on the MP10, unlike an official masterpiece.
We're
KO,
naming
it's
everything.
not
We're
so
naming
funny.
everything. I might as well.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
It's a museum. There's going to be
it's a
room.
special. It's a special category because yes, technically it's a KO, but they didn't just upsize it. They changed
It's a
it.
fucking KO.
Listen, they changed the legs a little.
Cares?
They changed
It's a
materials.
knockoff.
Paint. They actually improved it. They
I
didn't
might have
just
to
knock.
borrow that off you next, Robert.
Yeah, sure.
So,
I'm gonna send Matt mine. Actually, I'm gonna send Matt mine for his birthday.
No, I'm good, man. I bought a
Yeah.
knockoff and it broke, and I'm good.
Yeah, you did, you motherfucker.
I had the
You broke
official.
your ice
Broke that shit too.
I had the official MP10.
I broke it good. I thought about you when I broke it too.
Don't think about me. I don't buy that bullshit. I
Bought
do
a
my
knockoff.
research. So I
Knockoff
dropped
paint.
$60.
That's
What
all
was that,
right.
Justin?
I made a mistake. It happens, man. I know you don't make mistakes in life, but sorry.
I don't like that.
No, I said I bought an official MP10 and that broke, and so that's why my treasonous MP10 is the one that actually gets all the transformation and everything, because the replacement real one I bought just sits in a box in truck mode, or however he's packaged.
You know, what about Psycho from Unique Toys?
Yeah, first GoBot. There you go.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. that was a dark point. Well, I had the Redgar, and man, I wanted to like that figure so much. But
I did too.
well, I guess most hollow back.
What about Sancho? What about Sancho?
That's what I was waiting for. I'm waiting for you to fucking say that.
First third-party thing to get Matt on board completely.
Yeah.
Nah, player. I was on board way before you was, man.
The first third-party thing to get Matt publicly on board.
Okay, publicly maybe, but I bought the add-on kits and thing for Rodimus and Ultra Magnus. I had all that stuff.
Well, plus, I mean, that was the
Yeah.
first.
Oh, Matt was admitting his Hasbro needed fixing.
That was the first
Waiting
Brave.
for it to
That was the first Brave thing, right? So, like, that's that actually deserves a spot.
It's a good figure too.
You know, like Brave, like Brave.
The Fans Project Headmasters. Were they the first Headmasters?
Isn't
Brave
that
a pirate?
Isn't that what it's from?
Yes.
Like, are you talking about
from
like
Brave.
Brave?
Yeah.
Like
Captain,
Mickey?
he's Captain Shark.
Yeah.
Oh, with the show. I thought you meant Mickey.
No,
like Brave.
no.
I was like, is he a pirate?
I thought you were fucking with me.
Racist?
Princess? Disney or Disney? Princess? Brave?
RC or Azalea maybe first. Oh no. The
My daughter is the first
Delicate-
third party baby.
the first.
Delicate Warrior.
Yeah, the Delicate Warrior.
No. Before
Okay,
that even.
Robert.
No. There's that TRNS-01, which wasn't Delicate Warrior. It was
Oh, that's the
before
one I
that.
have. That's
Yeah.
Super Delicate Warrior.
Yeah. Or maybe wait.
Oh, well, fuck, before that, was that Wheelie?
Delicate
the wheel-
Delicate
die
Warrior
cut.
was first, right? And then it was Valkyrie. Something like
Yeah.
that. I don't know. Whichever one is the Impossible Toys one.
Dude,
What's that ugly-ass Wheelie you got, Bobby?
Yeah, somebody recently though, dude, this is funny as shit. Like you know how like sometimes like you see a toy for sale in like a buy sell trade group, and like you're like, oh man, there's no way he still got this. Like either like it's an old post or it was a really hot item at a really good price, so you just know there's no chance, right? So you hit up somebody and you're like, hey man, do you still have the such and such? And they're like, yeah, and you're kind of like, fuck, now I kind of have to buy it. I totally got one of those situations recently over that wheelie. I had it for sale in some group, and somebody wrote me, some stranger, and was like, "Hey man, do you still have that wheelie such and such?" And I wrote him right back, like, "Yep, that was the last I ever heard of him." Oh, so good.
He scared him off.
It says, sucks to be you.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh." I just heard him go, "Don't see me."
Delete question.
But yeah, I don't know. That's a really good question. Because there is a lot of interesting pieces along the way.
We just named almost every single third party.
Yeah, but
Did we say Kronos?
no, we didn't.
He did.
He
He
did,
said
so.
Kronos.
Yeah.
Oh, he said Kronos. Did we say...
Chip Chase.
Oh yeah, actually, the art feather Chip Chase,
Yeah.
the very first representation of Chip Chase
Yep.
in toy form.
He gets his own Detox.
That
Just one shelf in the middle with him sitting on it.
that custom Piranacon, that's got to count for something, right?
But Chip Chase needs to be in a different shelf than his wheelchair. That's the only way it can work.
Just laying on his
He's trying to drag himself to it.
It's one detail for the glass pane separating the halves, and he's got his little hands up against the glass. Oh.
That's a good
Yeah.
question.
Alright, yeah,
I
we
like that
pretty
question.
much named everything.
No, but we
everything,
really-
everything should be in the museum.
No,
Because
because we
it's
really
big.
Oh, hold on. The engineer general from Before and After, the first third-party Action Master.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. And it had sound effects too.
The what are they
Fans
called?
Project Insecticons.
Yeah.
The fans project pretender shells for their
Yeah, that should legitimately go in.
Yep.
yeah. That's the first pretender shell third party.
Yeah.
What was that? Power Master, Optimus Prime, fucking Build-A-Figure thing?
Crossover.
Sonic. What about the Sonic, the Soundwave Sonic whatever thing?
Yeah,
the Sonicron.
yeah. The little handheld tape recorder thing. Yeah.
All the Play With This 2 prototypes.
The crossover.
Yeah.
Play With This 2.
I mean, I'm joking, but I'm also serious. You know what I mean? Like, that should go in there.
The crossover and Grand Patriot. This is the first G.I. Joe Transformers crossover, like official size thing.
Yep.
Was it official?
Well, no, it's official. Like it was sized in such a way that it like loosely works with G.I. Joes and when it's in its base mode. Very loosely.
Didn't Next Transpots do a G.I. Joe crossover too? The Power Glide? Didn't they do the first Viper or whatever?
Oh yeah, they did. Was that them? Was that X Transbots? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? God, that was a disappointing figure I got rid of a long time ago. Thanks for reminding me, Greg.
Ain't no problem, man. Give me $5.
I'll tell you what needs to go in there is that eye gear swerve. Just like for that color being so off.
Mm-hmm.
Did anyone say the Quintessons?
I said all of the Impossible Toys stuff.
Said all the Impossible Toys.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Did anybody say the KFC tapes? They all need.
They got mentioned as well.
Alright.
But that eye gear swerve, because I feel like that was the first time that we saw images of something and then got it in hand and we're all like, ooh, wait a minute. I feel like that was the first prototype to in hand situation where everybody was kind of bummed out.
Oh, didn't we say Dr. Wu?
No.
That's
Dr. Wu.
You're gonna put him next to Keith?
case too. Yeah, exactly.
Dr. Wu's shelf is just a pile of parts.
It's a pile of heads and guns. And Wheeljack's little ears. So, as promised, here goes another of my many, many questions. The saga continues. I say MP Collector, bring them on.
Wait, whoa, the saga continues?
That's for the next show, man.
Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
As the years of collecting have gone by, I find what really fascinates me about the Masterpiece scale releases, both official and third party, are those rare instances where a piece of engineering really blows me away. More so than loving any one figure, I tend to fall in love with specific movements or steps in transformation. I am thinking of the ones where I've stopped and said to myself, damn, I didn't see that coming. How the fuck did they think of that? For example, regardless of how this massive Toyworld Devi turns out, I will never ever forget how impressed I was the first time I saw those legs on the first two releases. Moving treads, solid tread legs that bend exactly like the G1 animation, unreal. Easily one of my top 5 favorite pieces of engineering I've ever encountered. Another example would be MP Ironhide's legs. I'm not a huge fan of the figure on account of the hip flaps and misshapen chest, but those legs, spot-on representations of the G1 animation. I'm in awe of them every time I transform. Still another example is found on MP Shockwave. He kind of goes on with that, and every time I swing that long, what? I've heard Maz refer to all of the above as masterpiece moments. I like the sound of that. So my question, considering all the Masterpiece scale figures we've gotten in the past 3 to 5 years, both official and third party, what are some of your favorite individual transformation steps or sequences? What are your masterpiece moments? It's another good question. The one that I automatically think of as like the first one that comes to mind is that fucking Bumblebee hood.
Yep.
I knew you were gonna say that shit.
Damn, like there was something when I did that shit for the first time, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, that was cool. I kind of can point out what I think is like that masterpiece moment when I'm doing it, but it's hard to think of it, where it is right now, I guess.
I can tell you another one comes off the top of my head is like really realizing, because this was before I got heavy into it, but really realizing that the fucking weapons were self-contained in the tape of the Masterpiece cassette.
Mm-hmm. I will say, like, that Masterpiece moment, like, that was MP10 in a nutshell to me. Like, everything about him was a Masterpiece moment. Like, to make it, the whole thing work in both modes so well, like, that just blew me away. And, like, if I did lose everything in a fire, that would absolutely, like, if I was replacing one thing, it would be that. Other Masterpiece moments, like the Fans Toys, Dinos, all their legs, the way they did the way all that stuff integrates, that's kind of a Masterpiece moment.
I'll tell you just because I give that Ironhide a hard time, I'll tell you one of the things about that Ironhide that gets me every time is how the bicep holds still and the forearm opens up the hand flips in and the forearm kind of wraps around the bicep, and then when you transform it all out, every block is like crisp up against the previous block.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of third-party stuff especially will have those like big hinges and the elbow gaps and stuff like that. It's not a big deal, but seeing how they did it there, it's like that shit is fucking tight. Tight.
I think the masterpiece moment in Wheeljack was just the way the legs worked. I think that was
a good transformation.
Yeah.
I like Carrie's transformation.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, going off of what Justin said, talking about the Fans Toys Dinobots, I think the way that the tail and all that shit works in the Grimlock, the Masterpiece Grimlock's
Oh yeah,
legs
absolutely.
was a masterpiece moment.
I'm sorry.
Ultra Magnus is pretty good too.
Yeah, but like what specific moment he's asking about though, Matt? Like that specific move, that specific piece of engineering. Like like the shock.
Oh, Ultra Magnus! I got one for Ultra Magnus.
But I was just
you
gonna say
transform that whole motherfucker, and then you set the cab off. See what I'm saying? No, I'm serious. Like you transform it, and then you're like, oh, the cab separates into its own thing. Well, that was pretty neat. They didn't have to do that.
I would say the Datsun feet, the Datsun legs.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first big wow. I was like, whoa. Wow.
Yeah.
I kind of enjoyed Star Saber with the little guy into Saber, and then to form up into Star Saber. That whole transformation from like the alt mode to robot is pretty cool, I think.
That Quake Wave hips and thighs, like to get him to collapse. I remember like.
I think Hot Rod's chest is pretty good too. The chest movement and the way the back pack.
Yeah, that does. That was one of those because that shit doesn't seem like it'll work.
Yeah, because the way the backpack folds up, like you're like, oh shit, it's not gonna make it.
Yep.
But then it just slides right in like a glove.
Yep.
That wasn't necessarily a masterpiece moment for me, but it was a moment where I saw Bobby get horny while transforming something. What?
All right, so you're talking about Bob's dick again.
Yeah.
This video. Just like,
yeah, because it was impressive. I did find it to be impressive. Let me see. I'm trying to think.
I want to say, I'm sorry. DX9's Galvatron was talking about. I like how the handle that goes through the chest.
Yeah,
and goes all together.
That's a good transformation, man.
It's a hard transformation, but it's it feels good, and the way the legs, fold up into it, and it just works together. It gets complicated a little. I had to watch Bobby do it a couple times, but. Just the way that it slides in, how's it going to move from this place to that place? And then, oh, okay. So it's a pretty cool transformation.
Well, one thing I want to say, not in terms of the overall figure, that's I can see what he means by that, but Abominus, the combined mode, like the elbows especially, the arms.
Yeah.
Oh, that little chop jump piece, yeah.
I was like, oh yes.
One of the things that sticks out to me is the Make Toys Giant. Like they were like the way they got everything to combine was like not like that TFC ones up to it were all basically the Energon combiners like upscaled and stuff. Like it was a very similar system. And then here's Make Toys making one that like whoa, this is solid, which the better combiners have had, not the Energon style connections.
I'd throw another one in because of the chest Starscream or the Seekers, the way the G1, you had the nose cone that go through the chest and everything, and they do that with the Masterpiece too, and I think that's one of my good moments, that probably one of my favorite moments. It's right there is to see a G1 representation of a Masterpiece.
I got one. X-Transbox Arcos. And you plug those little birds in, and it really made the character. I'm dead fucking serious. Don't fucking sneer. I'm dead serious. It made you plug the birds in, it made it look like the cartoon come to life.
Did you switch out his hands?
It showed how.
I didn't take the birds out of the box. I'm sorry, Greg.
Did anybody manage to switch out the hand?
Well, you probably should. You probably should take the birds out and plug them in.
Maybe
it brings that one moment.
Mine actually sits on the shelf with the birds.
Yeah.
No gold hand.
That's a huge part of it. Robert. Yeah, no gold hand. That's the one. Yeah, that makes the character.
Sounds good, Greg.
How about
shows
those
how
sold?
all those useless ass accessories
Wait a minute.
that
Wait a
you
minute.
usually keep in the box can actually make a toy versus being a burden.
I've got to say, fans project, the headmasters.
Can you plug it in the head?
Oh, that fucking brainstorm.
Yeah, Brainstorm.
My mind.
And what's his face? Coppola.
Oh, the code.
Yeah, Code. The way that his fucking chest like slides across pieces that actually separate.
Yeah.
That was really blew my. It still really impresses me.
Yeah.
Both of those transformations really impressed me.
That I'll tell you that I'm having a hard time remembering now, but I think that the Lambor, like the side swipe, the first time that you saw that there was an extra panel to just kind of rotate to cover a gap on the leg. Isn't that on the calf?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that was a masterpiece moment for me. That was like the first time I remember seeing something like that, and I was like, man, that's fucking
Flips
cool.
out, yeah. It goes on a pin joint, yeah.
Yep.
What else is there?
Oh, I got one.
The hand transformation on tracks.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Different. That's something we hadn't really seen before, and that worked really well.
Yep.
The rest of the figure didn't so much, but that's pretty cool.
That was a cool. And I love when they do shit, because I do feel like, some stuff you do get bogged down with. You're like, here we go, open up the forearm, flip the hand out. Like it is cool to see them do something different, like fucking Ironhide, like tracks.
Yep.
The not necessarily an aspect of the transformation, but the sum of its parts. Once I had it transformed to bot mode, and seeing its lines and the way it poses and stands, the MMC Sphinx, that gave me a wow moment.
One that I like, the Masterpiece Star Saber, like as boxy and easy as that toy is, like the way they got the Brainmaster to go in and still allow head rotation, like I thought that was pretty cool.
Let me ask a question for you guys now. Just while we're talking about this, it made me think of is, what do you think is what prototype image, when you saw it for the first time, had the biggest impact on you?
Most impressive silhouette, you mean?
No, like a prototype. Like when you saw the figure for the first time, how it was going to look, like the gray prototype, and you're like, holy fuck! Like, who do I gotta pay to get this today?
Utopia. I would say Utopia.
I gotta say, it's that MMC Overlord.
Wait, didn't you get Utopia like months after everybody else did, Robert?
Yeah, I did. But I was still, like, when the prototype came out, I was impacted like that. That's the question.
I know, it's so funny.
I'm thinking probably Warbitron. I remember seeing that prototype in
The Bruticus one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was mine too.
Yeah, that may be mine too. I don't know. It's hard to say.
That shit was I was like, oh my god. Yeah, I was really like taken away. Like,
I have a hard time picking. It has to be either the Bruticus or Overlord for me. Like, cause that Overlord just looks so good.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
Actually, I'm sorry. I was just kind of talking.
It's all you.
The Make Toys Defensor. I saw that and I was like, fuck. It didn't even, I mean, there's like aspects of it that don't look like G1, but at the same time, the whole thing looks super G1, if that makes sense. When I saw that in Chicago, I was like, man, I need this thing. Like, that's not even my scale. Like, at the time, I was like, Make Toys is too small. But that was one that made me rethink kind of buying things.
I feel like I know what my next two are going to be before I even see them as well. Make Toys Despotron and Fans Toys Sovereign. Is that what they're calling the Galvatron?
Yeah, I think so.
And rumor is both of those are going to drop pretty soon, so I cannot wait for both of those.
What?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a new image, I think, next month of Galvatron. I would say probably the drill bit for Ironhide for me. That made that figure just 10 times better, and it will. And I can't wait for it. No, I would probably say if I say Orbitron, yes, it was just the size of it, just wowed. I mean, just right there. You didn't care if it even transformed as long as it put together like that.
I agree with that.
Overlord was, he's looking really good. I mean, whoever they're calling him, I forgot his name, but
Carfax.
yeah, Carfax.
Carfax.
So even when I saw him, I don't want not third party, but MP11, with the coordination set, that really, that touched my little spot in my heart. So, that's just me though.
I kind of have to change my answer. I think I was thinking about it more, and like one of the ones that really got me excited was Feral Rex. Like seeing that all complete, I was like, whoa, like this thing looks awesome. Yeah. Especially compared to at the time, like the Bruticus and stuff is nice, but the quality of the toys have come so far from like the Hercules days that like Feral Rex being the first like combiner after the Devastator Wars, and then Superion and stuff, like that one just like blew me away.
They slow burned that Feral Rex. Do you remember that?
I do. They had like the pictures of like whatever the Leo Ducks and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the first 2 or 3 were already out.
Yeah.
Remember Bobby's campaign?
No.
Bring back our Talon. You remember that?
Oh yeah. Bring back our Talon. that was during the Bring Back Our Girls shit.
You were trying to get everyone on board. You were trying to get people to do it.
Yeah, people were doing it for a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
So, another thing I was impressed with, we were talking about that, it's backwards, but was the Throttle Boss. That somebody had the nerve to...
Is that your name for him?
Throttle Boss. That's what I always call him.
Dude, that's pretty badass. I like that.
I'm just calling him Puzzler and sticking him next to my GoBots I'm getting next week. So.
Throttle Boss.
Go Butts.
Throttle Boss. I thought it was pretty brave of Toyworld to do that.
You talking
and
about
I
Mickey?
love the figure.
Wait, brave? Yeah, brave?
It's very Mickey in Toyworld. And that aspect of a combiner, that's what made me. I knew that Toyworld's, anything from that point on with Toyworld was going to be impressive because I did not mind parts forming for a combiner at that point if it was going to have that kind of strength and engineering.
Well, it's not too late for Toyworld to get me on board with their Constructicons if they'll parts form on some better pieces to Longhaul in combined mode. That's all I ask.
Aren't they gonna? No?
No, he just gets big-ass chunky hips, but the bot is still so tiny on the waist there. Studio Rocks, whatever, I don't like it.
Oh, damn.
The Toyworld Devastator.
Oh, nasty like that thing.
Yeah.
Hell Toyworld.
I just don't like Longhaul. Like, I think it would look so much better if Longhaul was just a little bit thicker. And see if they're... And like, we discussed this on the Rumble Collectors, too. And, like, they're like, well, would you want him to be, like, chunky like the Hasbro Longhaul? Not really, I want... If you're going to make add-on pieces for the crotch, like, why not make some add-on things that can kind of make the dump truck look bigger, too? I don't know. Just
like 2 giant wrecking balls?
No, like 2 giant pieces of a dump truck.
$69.99 toys?
Yeah, I could do that, and then you'd have to paint it yourself, so...
Well, like what?
Like 2 pieces of a dump truck that just snap over, like, just hollow pieces of a dump truck that snap over the front of the dump truck to make the torso bigger in the ab area.
That'd be so much nerd rage, though.
But doesn't that deviate from the Studio Ox design?
I don't care. You can still make it Studio Ox design, just don't put the pieces on.
This does sound like something you should do.
There's the Studio Ox design, and here's a little thing you can make him so he doesn't look so fucking weird.
This is something you could do because you don't actually need a whole lot of plastic for it. It's just, it's hollow.
Yeah, it could be done, but fuck it. I don't
Do
care.
it. Do it.
I don't have the toy, so I'm not gonna bother.
Heaps.
Yeah, Robert will send you his next week, don't worry.
Probably.
Well, I got a shout out to Nerd Rage Radio.
All right, you ready, Lenny?
Yeah, I think it's time to go, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so we have some shout-outs. Shout-outs to Third Party Unlimited, At Real Robot, Toy Detox, Fear Corps, I Am Ratchet, Third Party TF Crashes, TF Prototype, ROC, and shout-out to Nerd Rage Radio once more.
Wait.
And SXS Blur.
Did you shout out Nerd Rage Radio? I wasn't listening.
So this podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, feel free to turn it off now. And
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
yeah.